Gonna go live. There we go. Alright guys, it is time. Couldn't do it last night because I had work. Unfortunate. But I should be able to do part 2 on Sunday night because I am off on Monday. Anyway, share out to Bucket Faces, tweet out to Wazo, set the live chat. And I'd like to point out his streams are supposed to start at 7:10 his time. It is now 7:11 exactly when he finally got around to starting the stream. Now, I don't know about you, but 7:11 is not 7 o'clock. Meaning, he is 11 minutes late. And yes, he is wearing the Sonic hat. Anyways, let's fucking go.
What's up, everybody? How's everyone tonight? Welcome to the stream. Hello, one and all. How you doing? I guess I should say welcome back if you're a longtime viewer of my channel here, which has been defunct for like a year outside of food uploads. But welcome back, or welcome to newcomers as well, as we build up attendance here for a little bit. The actual content of said stream will begin around 7:30 p.m.-ish, so we have around 20 minutes to build up attendance and see who we can get for this stream. So I hope you guys are
I hate to see if we can get idiots to show up and give him money.
ready to chill with Phil in that time frame. What is up? What's up, everyone? Who do we got? We got early comers to the stream. How y'all doing? Early viewers. Who's here?
Early? It's almost 7:12. You're supposed to start at 7. They're not early. You're late.
Let's take a look. Can I get this chin strap to work? Probably not.
His head is so fat he can't get the chin strap on.
This thing doesn't really work. I'm going to try it. It probably doesn't work, so I'm going to fall off. Here we go. Now we're ready. Now we're ready to react to this documentary. We are ready and able and willing. You have to have the right equipment when you're going to react to certain kinds of criteria.
Now, he could have ordered coffee brand coffee off of Amazon. It would have been there in under a day. He knew he was doing this. So, alright guys, I'm drinking coffee brand coffee while watching. Reackackack.
Some kinds of stuff, you know what I'm saying? What's going on? So who do we got here tonight? We got Mozzie, we got General Sherman-based Apollo, we got King Michael, we've got Copium, Walter Moss, Matthew. Who else do we got? Sky Jogger, Felipe Baxter, the Benadryl Submarine. I don't know how that one sounds. I don't know about mixing Benadryl with driving a submarine. Willow, how are ya? Spoons. Many people. I am co-streaming this both on my DSP Reacts channel on YouTube, as well as on my Kick channel. Ah, it is working. This is...
Gotta make as much money as possible, dude.
What I was wondering, was stuff going to work tonight? Because I set everything up to work on both the YouTube channel and over on the Kick channel, and I have two separate sets of pop-ups to do this. I had to do it that way, because you can only integrate it that your Kick is implemented into one system and not the other. It's hard to explain, but, you know, usually I use my Kick stuff for my DSPGaming channel. So, wow, here we go. All right, already we got contributions coming in. Let me go ahead. Let's
money.
shout some stuff out, because we already had some early contributions. Okay, I want to get these out of the way before we begin chilling and getting ready for the night. So we have Katarina actually gifted 2 memberships before the stream even turned on. So obviously I want to get Katarina on the leaderboard as the first person to give some memberships. Thank you to Katarina for that.
Money.
That is awesome of you. Thank you for that. For the record, I have no recollection of what the value of
Nice loud lip smack.
memberships is on this channel. I'm serious. I don't remember at all. It might be like nothing. It might be like $1. Gabriel, did you just gifted a membership? Or no, you just became a member, right, Gabriel? How much are they? Because I think they're $1 on this channel, aren't they? I don't remember. It's been so long since I used this channel in any kind of regular capacity, I can't remember. Oh, it's still $3.99? Okay, well, thank you, Katarina. It's still $3.99. Okay, excellent. Good to know. So with that, that means I keep 3 out of the 4, so that would be $6 to support. Thank you, Katarina. And now Gabriel did one, so that's $9 of support. See, it's been so long. It's been over a year since I streamed on this channel, so I don't remember anything. I know I had different tiers at one point, and I might have done away with that. I guess I did. I guess I get away with those multiple tiers then, right? I guess it's so confusing.
Lip smack,
so,
lip smack,
Mozzie with our first super chat of the night, $4.99 says,
fuck.
this stream is going to be incredible. Nice hat, blue is your color. Yes. I mean, blue, look at my outfit, look at my ensemble for today. I dressed the part. I'm ready to react. I mean, come on. You got to look professional to be a professional. You understand what I'm saying? Of course.
God, this is so fucking bad. And he's still wearing that swimsuit. Pretty sure that's a swimsuit. Looks like what you see in Japanese anime. What the girls would be wearing anyways.
Of course. So thank you for that. And let's see here. Oh, there was a big tip, by the way.
Ooh, big tip,
yeah,
guys.
there was an early $20 tip during the break from Guitar Player. So let's see. I think I can manually play a $20 tip this way.
You think? 18 years, and he thinks he can do it this way.
See, it shows up at a different spot. Yeah. So that's 20 bucks from Guitar Player. And he says, I know that the stream hasn't started yet. I want to say I've been watching the quartering since he interviewed you way back in 2019. Just like you, I just don't really care about internet drama. Yeah. And you know what? The truth is, you know, I do try to stay out of stuff as much as I can. But in this case, this is
but in this case, I had to, guys. He had to. They put a gun to his head and forced him.
Unique situation where here's someone who I've had an interaction with years ago. Okay? Interacting with another group that I've had interactions with. They're at each other's throats. And everyone is telling me piecemeal each stream, oh, did you hear this happened, that happened? No, I am removed. I don't really care about this internet drama stuff. I don't involve myself in it. But I hear about it every day when people come by and tell me, this happened, that happened, and stuff like that. So, you know, it's interesting, obviously, to be kind of in the middle and have associations with various people. For the record, and I will explain this as we begin tonight, I am coming in at a base level with almost no understanding whatsoever about the quartering at all. Like, at all, okay? So I'm going to just very honestly react to what we're seeing, okay? And tell you my honest opinions on what goes down. This is a 3.5-hour documentary. This stream is only going to be 2 hours of content. We're not getting very far. We'll maybe get through like the first third. You know what I'm saying? If that. And I'll let you know what I think. And here's the deal. If we get a good amount of people here tonight, chilling.
If we make lots of money.
Engaging, supporting this event, then I will do more next week. We'll keep going. You know, we can even do the whole thing. But I want to know that people care. And right now, it seems like there is a divide amongst my audience. A lot of people are just do gameplay. Okay? So let's see how it goes tonight. And take it from there. Okay?
Very nice, loud, healthy lip smack.
Very good. So anyway, by the way, we have Orcs or Dorks with a standard membership and Haseo both with a standard membership here. Thank you guys for those. Like those, legit, these count, right? Because you guys haven't probably renewed your memberships in a year. So that's awesome because that's going to count towards the channel. So thank you for that. I really appreciate that people are coming back tonight and renewing their memberships for this. That's really nice of you. Good stuff. Okay, oh, so tonight, there'll be pop-ups for everything. If you're watching on the YouTube side and you do a super chat, you become a member, you give some memberships, there's pop-ups for those. If you're on the Kick side and you do kicks or a sub or a gifted sub, there's pop-ups for those. And if you tip via PayPal, which you can find the link in the description of the stream, or if you just type !tip in the chat, there's pop-ups for those. I'll do those manually.
For me.
So there's a thank you shout out for everything. This is very much an interactive stream as much as it is just me reacting to the documentary. And I want you to know that. It's not just me just sitting here kind of watching. It's us talking and chatting, okay?
Take a sip.
Good stuff. Did I get the Sonic hat when I lived in Connecticut? Yes. This hat, and it's funny because the quartering has the same hat. It's in the thumbnail of this documentary, right? So this hat you got with
that apparently took him an hour to make just for him to throw it away and get someone else to make a thumbnail for him.
Way back in the day. I believe it was for pre-ordering Sonic Generations at GameStop. I could be wrong, and it might have been Sonic Colors. It's either Sonic Generations or Sonic Colors that this came with if you pre-ordered at GameStop. And I didn't know that. So I just came to pick up my game, and they're like, here, they hand me this giant blue, you know, bag. It's like puffy. Like, what the hell is this? What are you giving me? And then I opened it. I was like, this is hilarious. So I wore it. I remember I wore it for, like, my review and everything of the game. So, pretty funny. And over the years, I wore this when I played Sonic 06, like 10 years ago. So it's a funny hat to bring back every once in a while. Obviously, tonight, there's a good reason to. You can't...
Don't worry, it only lasts like 20 minutes before he takes off because it's too hot in here, guys. It's 50 degrees, or I'm sorry, it's 64 degrees with his AC on, but it still got just too damn hot for him. That poor, poor baby.
Yeah, that's if someone just said, where can you get the hat? You can't. You could never buy this hat. It was only available as a pre-order bonus at GameStop, so it's actually a rare collector's item. Of course, this one is disgusting because I've worn it over the years. It's probably, you know, greasy and stuff, but...
Have you not washed it, you fucking pig?
Yeah. Mozzie also re-upping their membership. Thank you to Mozzie for that. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you.
Well, thanks for the confirmation you haven't washed it in the years you've owned it.
So here's the way this is going to go down. We're going to hang out for about another 10-15 minutes. We're going to see if we can get more attendance. Right now, we have a little bit over 100 on YouTube. And how many do we have initially here on Kick? I'm just curious. We got about 59 people on Kick. Obviously, my intention is to get more than that. Hopefully, we can get more people.
I mean, my intention is to get lots of money
here live. And then we're going to begin and do about 2 hours of reacting. And then after that, what I'm going to do is, number one, I'm just going to simply leave this stream as an archive on the channel. So anyone who wants to catch it in its entirety can do so and just watch it all in one go, fully digestible, in one archive video. But then I'm going to have my editor have at it.
Makes me wonder, how many views does it have? Let me go take a look while he's talking.
And I'm going to go ahead and do a separate video for that. That will be like an edited video of any highlights or funny things that are happening here tonight. Okay? Good stuff. Vegeta Bull, I could not give two shits who else is streaming. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to work my schedule around other streamers. I don't give a shit.
He's bitching about Kino Casino. And it's currently at 2.2k views. Not bad. It's better than the hundreds of views he usually gets.
I told everyone yesterday, the documentary came out. There was interest. People said, yes, we want you to do it. I said, okay, let's do it. And so we're doing it tonight, period. I don't give a shit about anybody else. What do I care?
Kino Casino, shout out.
To be honest, isn't it funny that normally there wouldn't have been a stream tonight, and now all of a sudden, because I announced I'm doing a special stream tonight, there's a stream tonight. Isn't that funny? Yeah.
He doesn't...
Anyway.
He doesn't care, guys. He doesn't give a shit. But it's just funny, guys. Isn't it just funny?
So let's build up attendance for a little bit more, and then we will start.
He is desperate to get more than
Can you get this
people.
particular hat at Walmart now? It wasn't available, over a decade ago. It was a pre-order bonus. Maybe you can buy it now. Thank you for subbing and giving a like. So here's the deal, because you might be on this channel and be like, what the hell? What is this? So this channel has long-standing. This DSP Reacts channel used to be my old vlogging channel. And this channel has been used for
Lip smack, lip smack, lip smack. Holy shit.
various side projects over the years, okay? I've done just standard vlogging on here. I've done travel vlogs on here. My long-running taste testing show, DSP Tries It, is on here. For 2 years...
DSP Tries It, what?
I did a live react show called DSP versus the Internet. That was live streamed on here, okay? Then, last year, I revived my wrestling commentary show, Smart Guys, for like 4 or 5 months, and that was on here. But then, since then, really, I haven't used it. I focused almost solely on games, almost 100%, and all my content has been going over on my DSPGaming channel. It actually has worked nicely. I've actually gained good engagement and some growth and support over there. That channel actually is hitting the YouTube algorithm for the first time in many years, which is excellent. I'm getting those kind of comments. People are like, yeah, we saw your channel in the algorithm today. I'm like, holy crap. So that's cool. I like bringing this channel back every once in a while for reasons.
I would do a lip smack counter, but you know it's going to be infinite.
Just like this. Like in this case, I wouldn't want a big React project like this to be on my gaming channel. My gaming channel already has enough videos with gameplay and the podcast and stuff. It doesn't need a React project like this. Do you see? So that's why we're doing it on here. And I would like to keep the projects like that separate if possible. So I hope you understand why. Now, I know that it may be harder for people to actually find this channel on YouTube.
God, no, loud lip smack directly into the fucking microphone. I don't know what's worse, the lip smacks or the snorting.
It's way more hidden than DSPGaming is. It only has like 35,000 subs. It has, a few thousand videos. But the videos usually get 1,000 views each. You know what I mean? It's not a big channel or anything like that by any means. My goal is that if you guys like this tonight, that I can continue certain kinds of content like this. I'm not saying it will be all the time, but every once in a while, oh, DSP has a take on something. Here we go. Let's go to the React channel. Let's do a special stream. And my editor now can actually edit these down to more digestible videos that hopefully once uploaded will actually get more attention than the raw streams and maybe actually get this channel in the algorithm a little bit, because that would be nice too. Okay?
God, look at that chair. That chair is vibrating at maximum speed.
Zanzibar Knight says, stop lying. You're only streaming on
Dude, if that chair vibrates any faster, it's going to go back to the future.
here because you're scared to be taken down. I'm not scared to be taken down, but there's a good chance it might happen, right? Like, anyone who's been doing content regarding the quartering at all seems to have been getting takedowns. And the quartering says it's not him. At this point, to be honest, even if any of them really were him, I don't think they all are him. Does that make sense? Like, I think that what's happened is exactly what happened to me, which you may not know. People got my basic personal info, stuff like my name, my address, my phone number, stuff like that, my email address. And they put false claims against tons of people on the internet in my name that I never really issued.
I didn't issue it. I just told them to issue it. Yeah, we know about Superhound, dude. You told him to do it, and then he did it for you.
So at this point, even if there were legit flags and takedowns, I don't believe that all of them are real, So very well, there could be idiots who try to false take down stuff, and I can't have that happen on my gaming channel. I can't, I can't have it happen. I need that channel to stream and to make my income. You know what I mean? We have to have it, a realistic situation here.
We have to have it. You have to have it.
Where, just because I decide to do this, and if some moron decides to false flag a video, that it doesn't affect my livelihood.
Take a sip.
The good news is I'm only doing this one stream. We're going to test it and see how it goes, okay? Anything that would happen, because people are already freaking out. Well, aren't you afraid of this? Afraid of what? Afraid of getting a flag so the video gets removed? Okay, that's one flag. That's one strike, whatever you want to call it. Who cares? It doesn't affect, like, this channel I'm not streaming on anyway. So I don't care if I temporarily lose the ability to stream on DSP Reacts. It doesn't affect my gameplay channel. See, that's it. People just don't understand YouTube's rules, and that's why they're all scared. Okay? If you don't understand YouTube's rules, maybe you're scared. Oh, there could be... No. Here's how YouTube works. You can have multiple channels. You can have all of them linked to the same AdSense account, okay? If you get multiple copyright strike takedowns, a channel will get suspended. If there's an egregious number of takedowns, then that channel gets suspended, and then YouTube will tell you specifically you're not allowed to do anything else on any other channel either.
The Dents did vote against this. That's another reason why he's hiding on a different channel. He's trying to hide on DSP Reacts because all of his Dents said, we don't want this.
Okay? Usually that will only happen in a case of gross theft, like someone is blatantly stealing a ton of content from somebody else without permission and it's not transformative, or if you get like multiple egregious community strikes. Like, let's say YouTube says there was a strong sexual content in this video. Oh, there was harmful bully stuff in this video, and they hit you with a million things, right? Then, oh my God, that's too loud. Holy shit, that's loud. We definitely have to
fucking dented.
Lower that. That was incredibly loud, and I didn't know.
Because the Quartering apparently owns the same hat. Not a joke. Quartering owns the hat, so now he's got to wear it for some reason.
I almost went deaf through my own speaker. We definitely have to adjust that right now.
No one cares what you think on this. You're not relevant. Also, Cat is a hand-planted 600-pound monster. Richard ate my eyes. Great name.
So don't worry, I'll adjust that before we all... Like, holy shit.
Amazing how many locals own the same hat, isn't it?
Yikes. That was loud, right, everybody? Let me find it. Where would that have popped up through? It would have popped up through over here.
What are the oranges for? Shout out.
What do you mean you didn't hear anything? You guys heard that, right? You didn't hear any sound effect there?
You get the hat when you're initiated as a locale? Probably.
Oh, you barely heard it over the music. There was a sound effect, but it was the music. For me, we're going to test it. So you guys tell me. Thank you, Bardikit, for the kicks. You guys tell me if you hear this. Ready? You don't hear it because, oh, I don't have it set up as an audio input. That's why you don't hear it. It's insanely loud. All right, hold on. Because I got to lower it. But you didn't hear it because I don't have it set up as an audio input here.
Doing this for 18 years, people. 18 years, Greg. 18 fucking years. Well, dude, first I got to explain that, you know, he used to have a job at a helicopter company. How that ties into the Quartering. Having a factory. Good thing we were fixing this for the documentary, dude.
Why is it? I wonder why it's deactivated. See, it's there. All this.
Activated.
Is here. Well, that's weird that it's not showing up as an audio source. Why isn't it showing up as an audio source?
I don't know, DSP. Maybe get a hold of Darzak. Have Darzak fix it for him, Merker.
Okay, this might
about me. Reeee.
I think I got it. Yep. Oh.
Well, actually, no, you got to start all the way back. Leonardo da Vinci was a gay painter in the Renaissance era in Italy, you know, my home country. Anyways, he had ideas for a flying machine. Well, several hundred years later, the Wright brothers from Ohio decided to fly in North Carolina.
Oh, God, it's going to be so loud, so I got to fix it. Because it's going to be really loud.
Come on,
okay.
Someone do a $2 super chat.
That stuff was playing that loud.
They're really loud.
It actually doesn't even make sense that it is that loud. It's very bizarre that it is. So we're going to test it again, and I'm going to do more shout-outs because more contributions came in.
Leonardo was a turtle dude, don't you know? And he was on the Titanic.
So I had no idea you weren't here.
How he got on the Titanic, guys, I don't know. I thought he'd be dead by then.
It. There we go. And I got to take this hat off because I'm sweating. This hat makes my head sweat bad, man. It really does. It's like an insulation, like you take a pillow on the top of your head. There's no ventilation at all. All right, ready? Let's test it.
64 degrees, AC on, doing no physical activity. Oh, he's wearing a bathing suit. I don't actually know what he's wearing, but it looks like a bathing suit that you see in a Japanese anime that the women would wear.
Now I hear nothing. Are you kidding me? Why do I hear nothing? Oh, wait, you guys hear it, right? You heard it? Oh, I know.
Fucking with the DSP, it's funnier. Minecraft, shout out.
You guys heard it that time, right? It's loud. It's still loud. Oh, and I lowered it too. All right, then I'm going to lower it even more, but I got to figure out why I couldn't hear it. I know why. It's right here. Here we go.
You're a dumbass.
All right, testing again. That's okay. I'd say that's an okay level. I can turn it down slightly if you guys think it's too loud. I think that's okay for me, though. Here, I'll,
It doesn't matter what's okay
I'll
for you. What matters is okay for your viewers that are watching and giving you money.
So hopefully that worked. We'll do it one more time, and we'll test it, and then that should be fine. Now it should be working. Ready? That good?
Good? Good.
Okay. So thank you to Richard Ate My Eyes for $5. No one cares what you think. You're not relevant. So I waited all that time to shout it out, and it was an idiot who paid me to say that? You paid me to say that? Wow, can you pay me more? All that build up to get that, just to find out it was a moron. Yeah, man. Okay. All right, so there we go. Now, as for, there's other contributions coming in. So, it looks like Stepdad
We're not even sure about the roommate at this point.
gifted a sub.
Should have been a roadie for Guns N' Roses. It would take him hours to get everything set up, and it'd take the heat of Axel always being late. Alright, guys, I'm sorry I'm late. What? You guys haven't set up yet? What do you mean? I'm like 3 hours late. Yeah, the guy we hired to do this, he's still setting up the microphones. Aren't those the first things set up? Yeah, it's pretty bad.
These are not real, by the way. This is, it's all repeating because I clicked the thing like 3 or 4 times. So, Stepdad gifted a sub. Thank you to Stepdad. I think that's our first sub of the night, right? Yes, it is.
Ooh, right now the lip smack snort pulls at 50-50.
Then we had
Speaking of lip smacks.
It's Catamaran gifted a sub. Thank you, Lance. It's good to see you. And then we had 2 100 kicks. The first was from Bardikit, and the second was from Stepdad, but Bardikit did it first, so Bardikit gets on a board. Excuse me, the leaderboard.
Gonna go to the...
Okay.
I don't know. DoorDash driver.
There we go.
Tip's gonna go to the
so that's all good.
DoorDash driver.
So now I got to bring everything back up and see how, how we're doing attendance-wise and everything. Decent. We got like 150 on YouTube. I wonder how many we have on Kick. I'll check in a sec here.
You know, he's hoping for hundreds, if not thousands of people to show up. But it's the hot new drama, guys. I thought you don't do drama. I don't, unless it's pertinent to me, Reeee.
77. All right, we're growing. We got over 200 and climbing. That's cool. Hopefully we'll get some more once I get started. Okay. Good stuff. When did Kick start working? Yesterday. Right in the middle of the day. So super stickers now work on YouTube.
Shout out Kick. We are growers, not showers over here on Kick.
And Kicks now work on Kick. They all just kind of started working together. So I guess whatever this code was that they had busted, they finally coded it right and fixed it. So now everything works, which is excellent, obviously, to have everything be popped up and getting credit.
Take a sip.
All right. All right, we're going to get started momentarily.
That was like 3 lip smacks in a row from one sip of his water.
Okay. And then we have Queen Lean with a $2 super chat saying something insulting.
This one does Sonic have moves. Aruga!
Which is hilarious. But thanks for $2 anyway. Something I would never read because I'm not stupid.
He's 44, dude. He's 44. You weren't there for his birthday month? That he celebrated for all of April, dude?
But I'll take your money. Thank you. Okay.
Oh, isn't Chris Chan still in Denmark or whatever? Did he finally come back to America?
I am on YouTube Live. I'm just not on DSP Gaming. I'm on DSP Reacts. It's a different channel. I don't stream on this kind of content on DSP Gaming. Okay. Tony, how are you? Good evening.
I say if you're gonna dye your hair, you should dye your goatee, dude. It makes it look even worse.
Okay. So, since more and more people are joining, I'm going to kind of redo the intro a little bit to explain what we're doing tonight, how this is going to work, and then we're going to begin. Okay? Cool.
I'll say it's DSP Gaming with the Gamer Mega Man, Gamer Sign, Game Over, a Sonic Cat, which would be a game.
Shall I begin? You think we should begin, everyone?
I say if he was 65, he'd look okay
right.
for a 65-year-old.
So, I turned off the music because I wanted to hear the volume. Here we go. All right.
For some reason, the gray and silver has been showing up in my my beard, like follows up to my sideburns, and then it stops. It gets to the sideburns and then stops.
So here's the deal, everyone. Welcome back to DSP Reacts. I have not used this channel in a long time, but I always bring it back whenever there's something special going on or there's something new that I want to try. In this case, it's kind of half and half. We've got a very pertinent documentary that just dropped by Joon the King that covers someone who I've had an interview with and interactions with before, but also involves a group that also I've been at odds with for a bit here. So I have a unique perspective because
Shadow Kino Casino.
I'm not really aligned with either side. I just know that there's kind of this ongoing internet feud going on and all this drama going on. So me to react to this documentary is kind of unique perspective. I'm an 18-year YouTuber. Okay, I know how YouTube works, the ins and outs of it, because I've been through it. I've been in the trenches with multiple channels and all kinds of projects and content for many, many years. Okay, and to see these guys at odds is like, damn.
And yet, guys, how do I do this? We just had tech issues on something you've been using for 18 years.
Damn, because as they continue to argue, basically, it gets to the point where, how can I say, everyone around them kind of takes the flack. You know, when you're getting takedown requests and all this drama getting tossed around, essentially what happens is everyone else might get caught in the crossfire, and some people already have. We've had channels taken down. We've had, you know, kind of misfire, shots fired, things going all over the place. Over 2 weeks ago, I very briefly, for like maybe 40 minutes, I talked about this topic on one of my podcasts, and I had my editor edit it down, put out a video about it, and it did more numbers than most of the content that I do on my DSP Gaming channel. So,
yes, the drama content that you hate doing because you're not a drama farmer. I think it's either Ozempic or the alcoholism is destroying his hair follicles. That's why it's so thin. Yet no one's talking about him, so he's got to make himself the center of attention again.
So there's obviously interest here, all right? What I want to do tonight, I want to react to this documentary for about 2 hours. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how many people show up, how many people engage and support it. If it ends up being a successful project, then it is something that I will continue to do. If we do it tonight and it doesn't do so well or it's just not that good, that's fine. We don't have to continue it. But that's the cool thing is that I like trying new stuff. I like jumping around and doing new things. I got all these new pop-ups set up and everything for it, you know? So hopefully this will work out. You guys will enjoy it. I'll enjoy it. And it'll be something that
I'll
people
make
want.
money.
You might say, why in the holy hell is Phil wearing this Sonic hat, right? Well, because apparently the Quartering has this exact hat and wore it. And that was actually the thumbnail is on the actual documentary. So I was like, whoa, if ever there was a pertinent time for me to bring back the hat, it would be tonight. However, this hat is incredibly hot, and I'm not wearing it for the react because it would make me sweat. There's absolutely no way that I'm wearing that for the entire...
Is that sweat or grease? Probably both.
...of the stream. In fact, it already like matted down my hair and everything as a result, right? So now my hair looks all flattened and everything. So it is what it is. But yes, pretty cool. Again, this was the pre-order bonus at GameStop when it was either for Sonic Colors or Sonic Generations way, way back in the day. And I got it and wore it, I believe, for my review of said game. I wore it over the years at the various different times when I did Sonic content. For example, when I played Sonic 06 and stuff like that, I wore it. It's a nice hat, but the problem is it's literally like a pillow on your head, and it makes your head sweat. So I'm not going to be wearing this for the rest of the stream. I just wanted to wear it for the intro for some silly shots and stuff like that, okay? There we go.
Gotta get the clip channel ready.
And now if you could bear with me for a second, no exaggeration, I just want to go comb the hair quick and probably use the restroom, and we will begin.
What the fuck?
I'll be right back, and then we will start.
Shows up 11 minutes late, begs for 20, and then leaves.
Documentary tonight, so I'll be kind of going back and forth here, seeing how things go.
Yes, and that hat's never been washed. He straight up said that hat's never been washed.
All right. I did not forget to superimpose any logo. I have no idea what you're talking about, Mojito Kitty. Anyway. Okay, is everyone ready? Okay.
Fuck with us some more. Fuck with us some more.
You know what? Hold on. Let me do this.
You could have had all this set up before the stream started.
I want to be able to see you guys when I'm doing the reacting. I want to be able to read your messages and do shout outs and stuff. Even though I'll have to like turn like this if I want to say something aside to the camera. I guess I'll do it that way. Okay. Okay, cool.
Fidget, fidget, fidget. He doesn't want to be Mr. Fidget.
Ah! Ben Shapiro jump scare right at the start. That's that's not cool.
And notice he's not hit the thumbs up button. Notice he's going to be acting to this video. but he made sure not to hit the thumbs up button. Why would you not hit the thumbs up button there, buddy? Well, you don't want to support Joon the King? I mean, I don't know about you, but I like supporting Joon the King. Speaking of, I make sure to hit the thumbs up when I watch it, but he's now at 440,000 views in 2 days. He's at almost 500,000 views in 2 days.
You gotta get like a warning or a disclaimer when you're gonna have that on the screen. Good God. Okay. All right, are we ready to start? All right, here we go. And let me, by the way, guys, please let me know when we're gonna, if volume levels and everything, if it sounds good, if you need me to adjust it on the fly or whatever, let me know. All right, here we go.
In the political commentary.
The stream is supposed to start at 7, then start till 7:11. And now I'll start gameplay around 7:30. It is now 7:43. DSP, this is why we make fun of you.
Space, there are few as detested and as untrustworthy as Jeremy Hambley. He is Schrodinger's grifter.
And remember, any videos about him are out of context. You have to watch the full 18 years of his content and every single second of his content over the past 18 years to get the context. Oh, 520 here, dude.
I mean, right off the bat, that's a pretty negative statement to start. Again, I want to preface this by saying, I've had an interview with this guy many years ago.
We're like 5 seconds into the video, and already he stopped to bitch about it. Can't even get 5 seconds into the video. Here in Texas, been to Houston and to Galveston is pretty awesome.
All right, out of the blue, he kind of contacted me, said he wanted an interview. Did a little bit of research, said, okay, this guy's pretty big on YouTube or whatever. Did the interview. It was essentially a softball interview. Okay, now I'm not a political guy, therefore it wasn't about politics. It was about drama and stuff. But it ended up being a decent interview, I would say. And it put me in a good light, I think. And then after that, I never really had association with him. Every once in a while, maybe over the years, I'd say hello to him or something. You know, nothing major, never did any more content with him or anything like that. So I don't watch his content. I don't watch political content on the internet. I don't know what, you know, obviously I know he's...
Mind you, he did DS politics.
Conservative, he's right-wing. But I don't know about the quality, the reliance of... Is it reliable or not, what he says? I have no clue. I'm just taking this at face value from what Joon the King, the documentarian, is saying. And immediately he slams him. So, okay.
When there is doubt about his net worth, yet poor when fundraising through the guise of desperation.
$80,000 in equipment. I've got $300,000 almost floating right now in debt. I'm saying I make well over $1 million a year just on coffee.
Jeremy has an extensive...
Yes, $1 million a year just on the coffee. And he's still got to beg you, yes you, to pay his bills.
History of fundraising for every facet of his business, but also a history of videos displaying his over $10,000 RC track with custom baseball mixed dirt, his $10,000 in trading card packs, which he opens live, and his saltwater fish tank devoid of living fish, but not of aggressive monetization.
So is it a true statement that the issue that a lot of people have with him is that he's affluent? He obviously has money. He has all of these things that he kind of flaunts, but then he's always asking for more money.
Why does that sound so familiar? I can't imagine.
So he's not investing it well.
Yeah, now
Is that to be
524,
the major
shout
criticism
out.
here, I suppose. Okay.
Fish funeral fund.
Coverage of Jeremy's spending habits is often coupled with stories of his struggles with irritable bowel syndrome and his penchant for urinating
It is 1.25 speed, dude. Already thought of it.
around his home.
When you have no mortgage,
How you doing,
in your beautiful
DSP?
home, you can pee in it wherever you want. And the fact that they think this is some kind of own is weird. It's never something I denied.
Maybe
Alright, we've made it almost 20 seconds to the documentary. Second pause.
it is something you should have denied. Like, no lie. Why would anyone need to know that on the internet? Like, why would anyone know that you have irritable bowel syndrome? And like for example, I made a big mistake years ago. All right, I did 100%. Out of nowhere, my foot started swelling, and I
Gout!
took a picture of it and shared it with the internet, saying, "Hey, does anyone know what this is?" And of course, everyone's making fun of me, saying, "Ha, what did you do? Did you break your leg or this or that?" So come to find out, I had gout. Okay,
Gout!
so gout is a serious.
I'll say, even if my house is paid off, why would I piss in the living room? That's what the toilet's for, or outdoors.
Ongoing thing that you can't really ever get rid of. But I shared it with the internet. I never should have. Because since then, it's been a thing. Like, I think it was 2015. So here it is, 2026. 11 years, everyone making fun of me. Ha ha, Phil has gout. Ha ha, Phil has gout, right? Now, the good news is I don't really have flare-ups or problems with it anymore. But
Shout out Jerry Juice.
it was a problem for many years there. I had to change my diet and everything in order to adjust so that I didn't get it anymore. Since then, I don't tell you guys anything about any medical stuff whatsoever in my life or nothing. I consider that
Like the Ozempic you've been taking?
oversharing, because if you share any of that stuff, people will just endlessly ridicule you and then try to get more information to get to the next level of information. You know what I'm saying? So how on earth did anyone find out that he had
He is the king of hate there, Mercury. He is the king of hate.
irritable bowel syndrome and that he had peed around his house? Like, huh?
I say I've never gotten so drunk I decided to piss on my floor. I mean, I don't drink, but that's besides the point.
And then he has to say that on stream and be like, oh, well, my coping of it is that I
Bojack
own my
Body
house, I can
Man?
pee wherever I want.
Damn.
I mean, I own my house, I can pee wherever I want to, but I don't really
Shout out BoJack Horseman. Great show.
want to. I prefer to pee in the toilet. It's kind of the preferable place to do it. So, all right, we're already starting to see some stuff.
Decline of viewership, revenue, and respect for him have induced more outbursts, furthering his decline, and increased interest in his history which he desires to conceal. So who is Jeremy Hambley? What truly motivates him? And why does he have
Money.
over 10 channels spread across his nearly
Okay, he has over 10 channels. I
He might actually have a drain in the basement, but I still don't understand why you'd be doing that.
don't know any of this. His main channel is the
2:19
Quartering, over
a.m.?
2
Holy shit.
million subscribers. Wow. That is incredibly admirable. He's got Unsleeved Media, which I'm going to assume is like a Magic the Gathering, 186,000. RC Flight School, so I guess RC Flying Planes, 14,000. Coffee Brand Coffee, 84. RC Skipper, so apparently has RC Boats, 2,000. Team RCN, which is supposed to be more RC stuff, 295, so that's like a tiny channel. Exclusively Games, 33K. Well, even this React channel has more than that. Hex Headquarters, only 1,000. Friends of RC, 16,000. Pokemon Headquarters, only 4.32 thousand. Claw Struck, is this Claw? Yeah, I simply love claw machines. He has a claw machine related YouTube channel. Okay.
He doesn't use it anymore.
RC Nightmare, 64,000. So more RC cars. And then he has a Jeremy Hambley, which appears to be like a personal vlogging channel, 255,000. So some ideas of scale here. His personal vlogging style channel has 255,000 subs, which is more than my main channel. My main channel, DSPGaming, has like 201,000 or something like. No, 230,000. That's right. I don't even know how many subs I have. He has more than me there. So he's like 10 times bigger than me in every degree, right? Okay.
2 decades on YouTube. An important part of grifting is to sell with confidence or with purpose, not in the belief of the product, but for the sake of personal gain.
No, that's exactly what I was going to say. The title of this is 2 decades of grifting, and there's other alternate titles, and they all say like Schrodinger's grifter and stuff like that. Grifting, the term grifting, all right, is not in any
We're not even a minute into the documentary. And he's stopped this many times already.
way, shape, or form a positive term, okay? Grifting, definition. Grifting is the act of obtaining money, property, or personal gain through deceit, manipulation, and confidence tricks rather than physical force. A grifter or con artist exploits trust, often using false promises or scams to trick individuals, and is characterized as a form of small-time or clever theft. Okay? So this is not, oh, I fundraised for a project, and that's called grifting.
He's trying to make it about Project 7. Guys, I wasn't grifting when I did Project 7. I just got you guys to give me tens of thousands of dollars and said, fuck off, it's my money now.
Has to be some insinuation that there was a lie, a deceit, a thievery going on.
Like, guys, if you give me money, I'll do a reboot of Project 7. And then you never did.
For it to be called a grift, okay? If someone just says, oh, you made money doing something on the internet, that's not grift. They'd have to justify their statement. So there you go. Okay.
Jeremy Hambley in the 2000s discovered that he was seemingly good at 2 things: computer repair through his employment at a computer repair shop and persuasion.
By the way, is the volume level good for everyone? Please let me know in the chat.
This is the type of skill that I had realized working fixing computers, that I was good with people. I was good with sales, I was good with relationships, I was really good at relating to people.
Jeremy, in enrolling in management computer systems courses at the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater, discovered he was not good at 2 things, just one.
It was really just hardcore coding, which I'm awful at.
Jeremy struggled with his programming classes, often skipping classes to instead stay home and drink.
What?
In a single semester, he was placed under scholastic probation as his grade point average dipped below what the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater was willing to accept.
Wow. So when I was in university, or college, or whatever you want to call it.
And we may have actually made it finally to a minute of the documentary, and he stopped again to talk about himself again.
Okay. I was there on a partial scholarship, and I had to maintain a certain GPA in order to keep going, or else they were going to get rid of
I'll say, yeah, it's okay to dip out. A lot of people have said that they just can't fucking handle this shit.
my scholarship, and I couldn't afford to go anymore. And already I was working and had personal loans and things that I was paying off. But I'll admit it, I slacked off too. Like when I was in college, I honestly kind of lost faith in the education system because I busted my butt all high school, got to college just to find out the college isn't very good. Like the teachers weren't very good. I wasn't really learning. I was trying to learn coding. And this is, you know, when coding with right before the bubble burst on the whole tech industry, the computer science industry. And the teacher was atrocious, couldn't even teach me how to code. Instead, he was just like assuming you already knew how to do it. Then what am I paying you for? Why am I coming to the university? You're supposed to be teaching me and you're not.
I don't know about you, but if you're going to go to college for car stuff, you generally already have an idea about cars. You took shop class, auto shop class in high school, or, your dad's a mechanic, and that's made you want to get into cars, so you already know about cars, you know how to, change oil, swap out spark plugs. You already know. So when you go to college for that, it's like, all right, you know how to swap out the spark plugs in your 87 Dodge Dakota. Well, unfortunately, that car is like 20 years old. Here's how you do it in the modern cars, because you got to do this and this and this, because all the fancy-ass computer shit in them. Or if it's a Volvo, it's like, right, where's the spark plugs in your car? Well, my Toyota Corolla has them right in the front and top, so they're easy to get to. All right, well, if it's a Volvo, you got to get the engine lift out, remove the engine, because it's on this side panel underneath all this other shit. What? Yeah, I know, it's the stupidest fucking place to put spark plugs. But they did that so you couldn't change your spark plugs at home. They did it so you had to go to the Volvo dealership and had to pay them $1,000 to swap out 6 spark plugs. Well, that sounds really fucking bullshit. It is. So get a job with Volvo, and you'll be the one getting paid $1,000 to swap out those 6 spark plugs. But yes, you don't just... Wow, what is this? Sir, that's a computer. This is a computer programming class. Wow, a computer? That sounds really fancy. What does it do? Sir, this is computer programming 101. You've never seen a computer before? No, I don't know what it is. I just saw a fancy word and thought, I want to sign up for that class. And 101? Do we get 101 computers? Sir, no, what the fuck are you doing? Want to be an independent director and actor?
Teaching me anything. Okay? So it was very bizarre. And I kind of lost my faith in caring about college, and I slacked off, and I would skip courses, and I would go drive and play competitive Street Fighter.
Speaking of acting or movies, this is like going to an arts college and, well, I want to be a director. All right, well, what have you directed for? What do you mean? Well, did you not direct maybe the high school play, maybe set some cameras, record it, and then edit it so parents could buy or could get the CDs of it? What? No, I've never directed anything in my life. I've never written a story before. I just thought it'd be cool to be a director like Steven Spielberg. Okay, so you have 0 experience, 0 knowledge of anything to do with directing and acting. No. Alright, well, you're a fucking moron. How the fuck are you going to acting 101 and you've never acted before in your life? Hi, Mark. I did not hear her. Yes, Tommy Wiseau. There was another... The guy did some just... The movies were awful. But he did a bunch of them. And they made no sense, but it was made himself the star that had all the women falling in love with him. Exactly, Greg. Well, I got my business management degree. Well, how much management have you done? None. All right, well, we're going to start you off at this. But I want to be a manager. I got my business management degree. But you never actually managed anything before, right? Well, no. Well, then you need to get fucking experience. Oh, business management? It's like, all right, well, have you ever kept track... Well, show my age. Have you ever kept track of your checkbook? What's a checkbook? When you write a check and you give it to someone and they cash it, you got to write down in your checkbook how much it was for so you can keep track of what you got in your bank account. I just had mommy and daddy pay for everything. Sir, you're 27 years old.
Fighter because I was into competitive Street Fighter at the time. I would go to arcades and shit instead of going to class. But even then, I maintained a decent grade point average.
Yes. He would fly to Nashville, Tennessee to play Street Fighter instead of going to class.
I still passed, I think I got maybe B minuses, stuff like that. I still got through. I wasn't in
You think? Bullshit.
any kind of probation or in jeopardy of losing or being thrown out of college or anything like that.
Jeremy the Tribunal was given a chance to explain why he should be allowed to return to the college.
I decided to go into my tribunal and say, look, I'm changing my major. I think I'd be really good in marketing And here are the many reasons why. I also said, oh, I'm having problems with my girlfriend and being away from home because I knew how to play on people's heartstrings, you know?
Jeremy's
So this is where the
What's going on in the UK? They having another election or something? He said B minuses, but probably closer to D minuses, if you ask me. You may call it classics and do whatever the fuck you want, right? I'm thinking, more likely than not, this dumbass, because he initially went for computer stuff and couldn't handle it. So my thinking is he finally had to give up because Daddy did his homework. You cannot sit there and tell me this fucker got valedictorian and is this fucking stupid. This fucker is this fucking stupid. And he got valedictorian? Not a chance in hell. Most likely, my thinking is that Daddy had to show up in high school, whatever, do his homework for him, all that horseshit. And then when that didn't work out in college, because Daddy didn't know anything about computers, he had to switch to business management, which is something Daddy did know about. Even the anniversary singing of the Hood and 3-Day Hunt singing as Bismarck. Fuck the Bismarck.
grift comes in. That he's basically making half the story up to get sympathy so that they'll let him stay at the school. I also changed my major. Funny enough, I changed it from computer science like he did to business. Only I didn't do marketing.
Because you needed Daddy to do your homework for you because you couldn't figure it out on your own because you're a dumbass.
did finance. Maybe I should have done marketing because I'm probably a better marketer than a finance person, that's for sure.
complete work. He returned to the school to study marketing.
All right,
Jeremy was
guys. To help advertise New Coke, what we're going to do is give me all the money. And then what? Give me more money? Okay, but we can do with that money. Buy WWE champions?
finding his craft, claiming that he excelled in his marketing courses.
Straight
He
A,
eventually
shout
graduated
out.
with a bachelor in arts and marketing.
I went
in
to
2005
college.
and a master's of business administration and marketing in 2007. It was the same year that Jeremy created his first
For
YouTube
about a
channel,
week and dropped
combining
out.
his college degrees and his
Fucking hate
experience
school.
with computers.
So wait, did he say he had a master's or did he get his bachelor's? I missed that. He got a master's degree. Okay. He's only 1 year behind me. I started university in 2000. So I got my bachelor's in 2004, but I never went for my master's. I just went right into the workforce because I couldn't afford to keep going. Like, it was too expensive to keep going in money. And I was working, like I said, I had a partial scholarship. And I was working full-time as well to pay for college. And after I got my 4-year degree, I was like, I can't afford to keep doing this anymore. So I just went right into the workforce and started making money. He was able to actually get his master's degree. Well, good for him. That's good for him. Fundlemang, thanks for $2. Let's pick up the pace. Sure. What I'll do now is I'll pause.
He's trying to be more attractive to his European audience that he thinks is watching him right now. Because the late stream is for the European audience, dude.
And I'll talk even longer. Thanks for $2. See, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my time now to go over here and put that on the leaderboard.
2 months, class a month was a good balance. I was married and worked from 11 p.m. to
Okay,
7 a.m.
let's continue.
Damn!
Operation and marketing in 2007.
I missed my night
It was the
shift.
same year that Jeremy created his first YouTube channel, combining his college degrees and his experience
Computer
with
repair
computers.
training.
The first video in our series, From the Eyes of a Computer Tech.
Be Your Own IT was a channel primarily made to convince viewers to visit Jeremy's website, beyourownit.com. In both areas, Jeremy heavily promoted his personal computer repair courses, laptop repair courses, and even a guide on how to start a computer repair business. Eventually, he would sell the physical tools needed for computer repair.
So in 2008, I had a full-time office job all day, 9 to 5, and I would come
Ah, yes, we know all about your office job, dude. You've told us about it so many fucking times.
home and I would grind away pumping out videos of gameplay on my original Dark Side Filled channel. So that was like, YouTube was my hobby. I never intended to make any money doing it. It was just like a side hobby because I loved games. I was doing this improv commentary. Jeremy was using YouTube as a way to advertise his online business and get people to do like stuff. He was like, his mind is always about making the dollar. Like when I started on YouTube, it
Like you, Mr. Guys, give me money or I can't pay my bills.
never was intended to make me a dollar. It was just a hobby, just to mess around, to F around. I didn't think I would ever do it for a job. Him, like this was
I say I wanted to go for psychiatry stuff. And in the first week, the guy's like, hey, just so you know, you're probably thinking, oh, you're going to be a therapist, you're going to be a school counselor or something like that. At the least back in, holy fuck, I'm old. Back in the day, it's going to be more likely that you'll be working for CPS. And if you don't kill yourself from dealing with beating, abused, raped children after a few years, then maybe you can be a school counselor. It's like, you know what? I think I'm good on that.
It's always his thing. The moment he started making videos on YouTube, it's how to make money. It's
Professional
interesting.
carpenter, nice.
The hundreds of videos encompassing guides,
Don
general
Rickles,
information
shout
on
out
computer
100.
components, and advice, few would be archived. The videos that were would haunt Jeremy for decades.
At the office this week, we had a situation where
Yes, this is the how to hide your child porn video.
one of the techs came across some pictures on a
Back in the
customer's
U.S.
computer
Back in the
that
U.S.
were of
Back in the USSR.
pornography variety.
Whoa.
I don't really know if there's any tech.
Oh, okay. I know why I muted it. I think you know what he's saying. It was the Jared Fogle variety is what he meant to say. There you go.
The point of this video is just to remind people that, you know, as techs, we read your emails, so to speak. I'm not saying it's
Shout out
right,
Soviet
I'm just saying it
Russia.
happens. So if you have things that you don't want computer techs to see, you know, maybe change the folder name when you take it in if you can.
While some would see this video as informative in how computer techs have access to users' personal information, others would, eventually, view this as Jeremy, per his specific example, advising predators on how not to get caught. For the time
So, I mean, here's the thing. This is what, 2008?
Here's the thing, guys. Do you know how much Derek has sent me to stay unbanned? I mean, no, Derek didn't send me anything, guys. Derek never sent me anything. Shut the fuck up. That's not what happened.
Not sweeping for Jeremy here. I want you to understand this. This
Yes,
is very
you are.
stupid what he did.
He's about to
He's
sweep.
basically trying to give advice, but he's giving advice
He's
to do
about to
something underhanded or
sweep.
something that should never be hidden. And you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I understand. He's like, oh, so you should be careful about what you have on your computer. Here's how you can hide it. But wait a minute. You're telling them to hide things that are blatantly illegal. Like, that's probably bad advice to do on the internet. The thing is, back then, no one thought that way. I want to make this abundantly clear. 2008 YouTube, no one was thinking, oh, this, you know, sweeping for child predators and things like that. It was just, just say and do whatever, make content, whatever. No one thought that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to do commentary.
Are you really sweeping for him, telling pedophiles how to hide their CP, huh? I miss Windows XP. Windows XP was awesome. I say it would have been nice to have stuck it out. But then again, I did landscaping. I did construction. I've done cashiering. I've done night stock. I've done so much shit over the years. Even done some acting. God. Let's see. Landscaping, construction, cashiering, night stock, cleaning, acting. Fuel shit. Being a supervisor now, yay. Like I'm a grown-up. I've done a lot of shit over the years.
That was over-the-top sexualized commentary, racial commentary. Back
Racial, I mean racist commentary, jackass.
then, no one was offended. Today, if I were to do any of that content, people would be monstrously offended and like, oh my God, cancel this man, right? Or mass report him or whatever. But back then, again, what I want to say, no one thought that way. Like, he's probably thinking, I'm just attacking this from the tech side of things. But of course, years later, people are going to go back and find that old video and call him out on it, just like they go back and find my old commentary and call me out on it today, too. You know, it's just, it's
Guys, when I was screaming the N-word at a character because they were beating me in a video game, that was racial humor.
inevitable. It's going to happen.
being this video was buried under popular tutorial videos of questionable quality. Jeremy soon moved on from this channel, not from disinterest, but rather the interest of who Jeremy claims was a venture capitalist, or VC.
Some VC guy bought that channel
He's wearing a Sonic hat. There you go. I guess he used to wear this actually in his content. Huh.
from me, and I think I got $160,000. So I got a big check. This was when I was 22 years old, 23 years old.
Side note, it is impossible for Jeremy to sell that YouTube channel at the age of 22 or 23.
Huh.
With his year of birth being 1983, it would place the transaction in 2005 or 2006, a year or two before his channel was even created. Regardless, Jeremy's claim does seem to hold some merit, as early
So he's one of these guys that he tells these tall tales and he always flubs the details. And he probably thinks no one's ever going to call me.
Just like you, dude. Just like you. How do you watch this and not see yourself? How do you watch everything that's going on and be like, huh, that sounds just like me, Reeee. That sounds just like me, Reeee. Wow, that sounds just like me, Reeee.
Out on that. So here we are all these years later. Of course, everyone calls him out on every detail. That is just a minor detail. Like, maybe he really did sell it and he was older. Does it really matter? No, but okay.
2011, there were different hosts on the Be Your Own IT channel. With this potential transaction, the possible selling of the Be Your Own IT channel, something changed with Jeremy's outlook on YouTube. Suddenly, channel growth could translate directly to revenue. The grift, as it were, was not entirely in the selling of products through his personal website.
Yeah, software
it could now also be the
check
selling channel
completely
and the
fucking
website
missed.
coupled to it. This could explain RC Nightmare, a channel established August 27, 2010. As Be Your Own IT drew from Jeremy's experience with computers, RC Nightmare drew from Jeremy and his best friend Brandon's enthusiasm for RC cars, specifically higher-end, customizable remote control vehicles.
So again, I gotta wonder, this is his second channel. Is he thinking, hey, look what I just did with the first channel, right? I just took the stupid idea, I flipped it into $100,000+ profit for me. Can I do it again? And again, maybe this is always his idea, is to create a channel, run with it, build a little bit of an audience, and sell
Did you just try to hide a burp there, buddy?
Ability to surpass 100 miles per hour. Jeremy and Brandon began by uploading
That's pretty
videos
fucking
focusing
cool.
on unboxing cars and tutorial videos on how to optimize or install components. Brandon was adept in the verbal and physical breakdown of the vehicles. From the aerodynamics to even the thermodynamics, Brandon speedily named off components and even their composition.
Don't forget, Brandon is the Quartering's version of Rambo.
Jeremy, however, often spoke of personal anecdotes and the superficial qualities of the vehicles, sometimes even struggling to remove the vehicle from its cardboard platform.
This time I'm actually a little bit better prepared to get this thing out of here. So I won't do my fat guy struggles bit, albeit I know that's a crowd pleaser. Oh, maybe you will see, maybe you'll get a little taste here.
Brandon's video
It's just so weird to be watching it because there's parallels. Like early on in my YouTube career, me and two of my friends made some custom
This is just
Street Fighter
like me.
joysticks together.
Reeee,
We buy the
guys,
base
me.
joystick, buy better parts, take them apart, upgrade them with the better parts, put better art on them, and we would document the process and make videos of it. It's weird. There's like weird
16 less months. First of all, happy early birthday. 1,000,000 miles, man. That's crazy to think. It is crazy to think you could go 1,000,000 miles in your life. Like, back in the day, people never left their fucking village. People wouldn't leave their village. Now it's like, yeah, you know, first 60 years, I went over 1,000,000 miles. Over the next 20 or 30, I'll get another 1,000,000 in. Why not? Like, holy shit. Me, Reeee. I don't know. Maybe 100,000-ish. Oh, no. Oh, no. See, first car is 200,000. Second car is over 200,000. Third car, almost 100,000 already. Huh. And that's just me, like, driving. That's not counting flights. That's not counting walking. Riding my bike. Damn, it's easy to hit 1,000,000 miles.
parallels here. The only difference is that with me, I never actually intended that this stuff would be like big money-making ventures. It was more hobbyist stuff. Well, it seems like with him, he is intending for that to eventually make him money.
Of this sort often outperformed Jeremy's.
Oh, that's awesome,
There was
Greg.
not
I'm
as
going
much
to pin
demand
that.
for information on remote control vehicles as there was computer repair. Naturally, this was an issue. Without significant traffic, Jeremy could not grow his accompanying website rcnightmare.com, making it both
Which means they couldn't sell for another 160 grand like it did the first one.
difficult to sell and more difficult to bring advertisers on too. While Jeremy did utilize his tested strategy of nearly daily uploads, he also found a new way to boost both his channel's growth and his website's growth, even if it was artificial.
Every 250 subscribers we get on YouTube, we're going to give away a truck. Up to 10
Oh,
trucks. We get
boy.
all the subscribers in the next week.
It's better than giving away empty game boxes, dumbass.
We'll give them all away this week. All that we ask is that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, come over to our forum, have at least 10 posts in the forum. Now, these can be questions.
Yep. It's the
comments,
fake
or
engagement
answers,
contest.
and reply to one blog post. That's it.
This strategy
Sounds like he knows all about that.
appeared to have worked. Jeremy announced a winner on November 16, 2010, and a different set of winners in January 2011. 117 participants amounts to over 1,000 forum posts. Just 1 month later, Jeremy made another RC-related channel, focusing on RC discussion with both Brandon and Jeremy present. And in June, Jeremy promised free t-shirts to any user that reaches 100 posts on the RC Nightmare forum. These are likely the same t-shirts that can be purchased on the website. Separately, and still in June, Jeremy was running yet another giveaway. Rather than focusing on forum posts, the condition to win was based on referrals. Either
So at this point, this isn't his job, right? He has a master's degree in marketing, but is he working a job as his full-time deal and this is his like hobby, or is this his full-time focus? Because I'm not seeing where the revenue's coming in. You know what I mean? Like he's trying to grow the site so maybe he can sell it later. Unless maybe out the 160K he made on the sale of the first YouTube channel is just him. That's how he funds himself at this point in his life. Because I'm comparing it to me at this point.
Reeee. Sounds like he's a little jealous that this guy was able to do it so early on and make even more money than he did early on.
I had an office job all the way through late 2010, and then I got laid off, and then I flipped.
I'll say my Dodge Dakota, that was about 200,000. Walter, my Kia had 100,000. 200,000, I mean. My current Kia is getting close to 100,000.
My YouTube channel of 2.5 years into a way to make money by getting partnered with Machinima. So I'm just curious, like, how is he getting by at this point? You know, like, does he have a job or is this it?
Nightmare or friend of RC. Not included was the third channel in the expanding network, under RC Flight School, covering remote control planes. Following this pattern, the RC Skipper channel was created on July 1st, covering remote control boats. These channels, relative to RC Nightmare, saw very little growth, possibly due to their lack of uploads. Though RC Nightmare would see some monetization through advertisements and an online marketplace the following year, Jeremy evidently grew weary of solely focusing on RC vehicles. This explains the existence of Score10bucks.com, a website run by Jeremy. It is also tied to this Twitter account under his name, Jeremy.
Why are you so mad about that?
As for the website, Jeremy appears to have been drop shipping select DVDs. Quote, here's what we're doing with our advertising budget.
I mean, it depends where you come from. You come from California, it's a lot less miles than coming from, say, Detroit.
Instead of building tons of websites to promote these DVD releases or buying up ad space, we spent our budget on $10 gift cards to a major online retailer. Everyone likes free money, and getting $10 for buying a DVD is essentially getting a DVD for free. Unquote. This website, apparent from the lack of updates, was abandoned the same month it was erected. Jeremy, unrelenting, created yet another website.
So he is trying attempt after attempt to find a way to make money, and most of them don't work. And he just abandons it and he goes on.
But some of them do work and makes him lots of money.
Onto another one. Okay.
Marketing Sheriff. As with Be Your Own IT and RC Nightmare, this website had a forum, accompanying tutorials through the Marketing Sheriff YouTube channel, and offered one-on-one consulting. Quote, Marketing Sheriff also hosts high-level online marketing video lessons.
Oh my god,
and leads
more
contract negotiations, and members-only forums of experts to get your questions answered right away. The Deputy Program is a group of the world's top-performing online marketing, design, contract negotiation, and all things business-oriented. Unquote. According to Jeremy, Marketing Sheriff, in focusing on servicing higher-end clients, would be his main revenue stream. Similarly successful was MTG Headquarters, a channel based on the popular trading card game Magic the Gathering.
Wow, what a loud Let's Max. Stop at the Let's Max.
Brandon here from MTG Headquarters.
So in
Windows 95. Did I have 95? Pretty sure I had 95. What was my first one? 97. Again, I'm old as shit. It's been a while. But my favorite is obviously going to be XP. ME was probably the worst, followed by Vista.
intro pack $12.99. Now this is 2012. Now in 2026, what would an intro pack of Magic the Gathering cards cost today? Probably like triple, right? This stuff is just wild how it's blown up.
What's up, Magic the Gathering? How's it going?
While Brandon would make appearances on MTG Headquarters, this channel was largely run by Jeremy. Rather than focusing on the strategic elements of the game, Jeremy centered his content on unboxing card sets. There were still more channels to be made,
and making
such
lots
as
of money.
Team RCN and RCS Spotlight.
3.11 was your first. Damn.
As was the fate for all of
Old
Jeremy's
school.
RC-related channels. As in early 2013, Brandon had moved, making frequent uploads unfeasible and decreasing Jeremy's passion for the channels.
This will be the last time I explain it. Brandon didn't leave, he got a job. And his job took him to Kentucky, and I'm very happy.
He didn't leave, guys. He didn't leave me. Not like Rambo left DSP. He didn't leave me. Stop saying he left me.
Happy for him.
The RC videos soon paused across the board. Jeremy claims to have sold an RC channel, but is unspecific with which one.
You know, and then I started a channel about RC cars, and I sold that.
None of the aforementioned channels have seen any uploads outside of Brandon or Jeremy. Perhaps he means he sold a website. Only that too would be devoid of updates for years to come. Even the bottom of the website's homepage displays Brandon and Jeremy as the owners. Whatever the case, the RC channels and website remain largely inactive. Jeremy's focus instead was placed on his Magic the Gathering channel and his blog/self-improvement channel, Me vs. Me.
Okay, so what we're seeing here is in his early years, he sees very early success with this tech channel, the IT channel. He sells it, apparently makes good money, selling the channel off. Early times of YouTube kind of makes sense, right? Tries a whole bunch of other stuff. None of it works. His friend says, well, this isn't doing anything for me. I'm out of here. I got a job. I got to go make money. And he moves away. So that's the end of the RC stuff. So now he's on to the next, right?
Ran Diablo 2 perfectly. Diablo 2 was perfect on there, dude.
Right? Seems like try something. If it doesn't work, on to the next, on to the next, on to the next. So, I mean, honest question.
Honest question. How come that doesn't work for me? I sit here and cry and beg for money. You assholes don't give me money.
Is there passion for any of it? Is he actually like the RC stuff? Does he like the things he's trying to do? Or are these
You hate video games. Shut the fuck up.
just get rich quick schemes that he wants to try to, hopefully it takes off, and then boom, I could just sell it, and I can go on to the next and go on to the next, right? I wonder, like, it seems on surface level he has passion for RC cars, right? But then why didn't you do it to the point where, like, you loved it and it was part of your content instead of just abandoning it the moment that your friend was moving away? It's a little weird. Then again, if he's going to start now Magic the Gathering, maybe he loves Magic the
You know, like
Gathering.
how
This is
Ramble
his
left
passion.
you?
I don't know. For me, again, I'm trying to relate to this. You know, the gaming stuff is what I started with on YouTube. It's what I've stuck with on YouTube. It's what I'm still known for on YouTube to this day. That's where my bread and butter comes from. You know, my content is
But you hate gaming.
solely rooted in video games. And I had passion for it. It's been more profitable, less profitable. I still stick with it. You know, never once did I think, oh,
Because
just
you
drop
can't
and
do
sell
anything
DSP
else.
Gaming or something like that. It was
You
just, no,
can't
this is
do
my
anything
thing.
else.
Was established under two goals: to lose weight from a starting point of 346 pounds
Oof.
and to drink less.
Holy fuck.
Jeremy abandoned this channel and possibly his goals in just 3 months. It was
Huh.
here in 2013, with nearly all former projects abandoned, he finally found the success he desperately sought. In making videos opening booster packs to obtain high-value cards, by September 2013, MTG headquarters reached 25,000 subscribers,
Thank you to Guitar Player for re-upping your membership on this channel.
For
I
giving me
appreciate that. It's good to see
money.
it.
making it Jeremy's fastest-growing channel. Like his prior channels, he also created an accompanying website and focused on nearly daily uploads and giveaways.
Gonna do a giveaway coming up. Stay tuned.
So, I'm gonna do a little bit of giveaway. Let's get right to it.
And that's why I'm doing a giveaway right now too.
I've been trying to give these away, which are the event decks. Jeremy here from MTG headquarters doing another sicko giveaway. I mean, obviously I cut the rares, so yeah, you know, I gotta support the channel somehow.
These giveaways still required users to subscribe to MTG headquarters or the new set of trading card-related channels.
Of course it did.
It's
These did
Pokemon
not
too.
perform nearly as well as his MTG channel. It could be because of his lack of knowledge of the other trading card games. In this video alone, he misnames one of the most iconic first-generation Pokemon several times.
Reverse Hollow Charmander, the Reverse Hollow
Charmander.
Charmander, and a Reverse
It's
Hollow
Charizard
Charmander.
and
Same pack
Blastoise,
that
you
happened
fucking
in a
moron.
different pack too.
Though it is possible that Jeremy has grown several channels for the sake of selling them, in a late 2013 vlog, he states
And making
it is
lots of money
because he
doing
is
it.
lonely. This channel could be a distraction to fill the absence of the friendship Brandon provided.
I do YouTube for the community. That's the only reason I do it. I don't do it because I want to make money. Believe me, it's a money pit. I don't do it. You know, I do it to connect with people. I don't. This isn't as like pathetic as it sounds, but like, I don't have friends that. Well, I have very few friends really, in general, and that's not
Especially after Brandon left him.
because I wasn't popular, not because you know, it's just life happens. When you get older, you just don't connect with the same people you used to.
While Jeremy's loneliness is there, as he would later describe it in detail, the motivation to grow his channel was also likely monetary. Whatever the case, no matter how large his channel would get, he would always desire more. Even with MTG headquarters at 54,000 subscribers, his largest channel ever, it was still not enough.
How do we get to 100,000? How do we continue to fulfill the mission statement that is basically to grow the game?
That's
and
basically give me
grow
money.
Such an amazing community.
You know, what's crazy is it's 2014, so he's been doing YouTube since 2008, right? And he's done all these different ideas. And it's 2014, he still only has 50,000 subs. I mean, the golden era of YouTube is already past.
Wow, that's a lot less smack.
When it's easy to get subs, it's easy to get
Shout out
following.
Microsoft Paint.
Because
Let's
he
go.
keeps rebranding and doing different ideas. It's like he's always starting over. And it's going to become more hard to get more of your feet
Thank you.
entrenched into the YouTube landscape when you just keep re-hitting the reset button. You know what I mean? At this point, 2014, my DSP Gaming channel already had well over 100,000 subs. Was getting in millions and millions and millions of views a month. You know? Tons. And he, you know, for him, because he...
And yet you done fucked it all up.
Maybe if he just stuck with one thing, it would have blown up and gotten more successful. Don't know. But again, notice that everything he's doing, it's 2014, you know, only 12 years ago, he's not even doing anything he's doing today yet.
And you guys have been truly awesome. So I've opened a store on the website, but what I've decided to do here is actually use a service that you've probably heard about called Patreon. I'm going to use it to do amazing things.
Shout out
I've got so many things
Patreon.
planned for the website. I'm not going to keep any of it. 100% of it's going to go right back into the site.
Jeremy claims he would use the Patreon money to incorporate applications into the MTG headquarters website, and to have 5 dedicated writers for it.
I know, it's, God, I hate you.
Quit fucking with your microphone.
It's annoying, but I just think this is a great way for us to work together.
Why were you fucking with your microphone in the middle? Oh, what, because it's in front of you? so you couldn't lean and manual ban someone? Wow.
Just keep the MTG community
Probably general base of, yeah, this is always letdown. That's why I'm enjoying this stream. The host seems very interactive so far. But he's not interactive, so he knows it's making fun of him.
getting better and better and better, and you know, get up and take notice, and really put together some awesome tools on MTGHeadquarters.com, which is essentially everybody's website.
Jeremy, now 7 years into creating videos on YouTube, began to refine his approach, where he began simply asking for users to subscribe, and it evolved
give him money.
giveaways. He was now incorporating purpose and community into his calls to action. Yet there was still room for improvement. His Patreon, as per the Wayback Machine, would not even reach the second milestone. And though Jeremy vowed to grow the MTG community, his efforts and finances were not entirely there.
I mean, if he was getting $710 a month, and he was getting that from only 46 patrons, that means he had some pretty big pledges, right? And by the way, I'm trying to get YouTube chat to load. It won't load for me.
No, you're not. You're banning people. Shut the fuck up. You bitch.
So I can't see what you guys are saying right now. I have no idea what happened to YouTube chat that it's crapping out. There we go. I just reloaded. Now it's working. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened. There was like completely dead. Okay.
Bans.
You know, I did have a Patreon for a while, a few years. And I think the most I ever got out of it was maybe like $1,200 a month, something like that. I could be wrong. You know, don't quote me on that because I don't remember. But he's doing all right on Patreon to have this extra.
I say I knew of YouTube, but I didn't really get heavy into it until probably, I don't know, 2014.
Income. You know, $700 a month, $1,000 a month. That's a good amount of supplemental income. And again, now it's Magic the Gathering is his big thing. That's what he's promoting this as.
In 2014, he created another channel unrelated to Magic the Gathering, trading cards, remote control vehicles, or even tech support.
Hey there, I'm Jeremy, and you've come to that.
Hey there, give me money.
You might be wondering how the heck you got here. Together with my beautiful wife and our best friend Brandon, we're about as obsessed with arcades as anyone, specifically claw machines. So obsessed, in fact, that we've already bought 4 different machines and have them in our houses.
Clawstruck was Jeremy and Brandon's newest channel.
What?
Although Brandon had moved away, Jeremy was dead set on moving near him.
Time had passed, and I kicked around the idea of moving to Louisville, and well, I've just.
Can you imagine if instead of moving to Connecticut, DSP moved closer to Rambo? It's not what it looks like, Rambo, I swear. Please love me, please love me, please love me.
Decided that I'm going to do that, and I'm looking for a home there, and it's gonna.
Mind you, DSP, after bitching that people keep saying I'm ban heavy, I'm not ban heavy. Well, suddenly he didn't ban that many people yesterday.
I have a big yard, one that I can put RC track in.
For the time being, in early 2015, Jeremy set his sights on yet another project. Not a website or YouTube channel, but an app.
All right, I have to ask. It's the burning question everyone's asking right now, okay? Early Origins, he makes the IT channel. He sells it for $160,000, okay? Then he makes RC channels. Those don't make any money. They fail. He closes them. His website probably doesn't make any money. He closes it, okay? Oh, Magic the Gathering channel. It's doing all right. How does he have all this money? Where's the money coming from? I can attest. Again, I had a channel around 2014, 2015 that was bringing in millions of views a month.
Maybe he didn't waste it all on fucking WWE champions. Maybe he hung on to some of that money. Maybe instead of just dumping it all to DoorDash and booze at the time, he saved some of it so he could afford to move of being $1 billion in debt.
All right? I made good money. His is like nowhere near as big as mine was. So where is the money coming from for all of this? Oh, I'm going to move now. With what money? For the record, I can also tell you something. When you're a YouTuber and you decide that you want to move and you want to buy a house, it's tough. The reason is you have to justify to a bank to give you a loan. You have to show them your history as a YouTuber, how much money your channel brings in, the fact that your channel isn't declining in views or losing revenue. You have to prove to them that you are a...
Maybe. Just maybe. The quartering had a fuck ton of money. So it shows them like, hey, I want this house. Here's the money for it. All right, well, hey, he's got straight cash money, dude.
Business that is not going to fly.
Yeah, he has no idea how to write something. Again, he just keeps pausing over and over and over. It's just insane to think that he's paused this much.
Or fail overnight, and now you can't pay your mortgage that they just gave you, and then they have to foreclose on your house. So it's tough, to be honest with you. It's actually tough to do this kind of stuff.
It's tough, guys. It's tough.
I know because I went through it myself in 2014 when I bought this place that I live in right now. So if he wasn't even as big as me at this time, where's all this money coming from? I bought a claw machine for my house, right? I have all this money to unpack Magic the Gathering cards. Oh, I'm going to move now to a bigger house with a big yard. With what money? You don't have a job outside of YouTube. Where is it coming from?
I mean, 160 grand alone probably would have helped. So the first business for 160 grand, and maybe the next one only sold for $30,000. But hey, he does that 10 times, there's another $300,000. DSP, I get it. You don't understand not taking every single fucking penny you have and wasting it on stupid bullshit. Maybe the quartering at the time, I'm guessing more likely his wife, was like, honey, instead of wasting all your money on stupid bullshit, what if we save some of it? And so she made him save some of it, stopping him from wasting it all on bullshit.
That is the question that hits my head, because I remember the struggle I had at this point in my YouTube career. I'm moving across the country. I'm putting myself in tons of debt to do it. It was hard to get a mortgage. It was hard to get a mortgage because of the nature of my work. And, you know, it was a struggle. To him, it doesn't...
Very narcissistic. It was a struggle for me, Reeee. But it wasn't a struggle for him. Again, you don't have to worry about mortgages and loans and interest rates if you show up with straight cash going, sell me that house for this much. All right, done. And the quartering is probably able to do that. At the time, anyways.
It seemed like there's much of a struggle. Like, he's doing Patreon and other things to just finance the website, to finance the channel. But it seems like he's good behind the scenes.
That sucks.
So, you know, maybe he had a full-time job, but it doesn't say that at all anywhere along this way. You notice that? And that's a little confusing to me. Like, did he actually have a job all this time outside, and all this internet stuff was just his side job, his side hobby or whatever? It's confusing. Okay.
He named Gamefinder. The word finder is missing an E in the same style of Grindr, the location-based LGBTQ dating app. Likewise, Gamefinder was an app for its users to find one another. The criteria were the games users sought to play in person. Jeremy managed to raise $30,000 for the app's development on Kickstarter, and it released just 3 months later.
This isn't a dead application whose owner is cashing in. In fact, the next pro is, in addition to being free, Gamefinder currently is without any ads or even an upgrade cost.
Well, that was the professor from the channel Tolarian Community College.
Shout out, Professor.
Like Jeremy, the professor runs a Magic the Gathering-based channel. This is someone that Jeremy met at a convention earlier in the year. The professor was one of the creators Jeremy got along with. The same cannot be said about Wedge from the Manosaurus, a creator that cancelled a meeting of fans and creators because Jeremy was to be in attendance. All this is explained in this video from Darium CCG. So even with Jeremy being somewhat infamous in the Magic community, channels like Tolarian Community College were willing to be fair when assessing Gamefinder. While the professor praised the app's lack of advertisements or predatory monetization, his complaints about major issues users had with the app, describing it as simplistic and lacking in features. While Jeremy was aware of these complaints and sought to add more social elements to the app's main plight, according to Jeremy, was that it never hit critical mass. It was never able to reach a wider audience on launch day, meaning users would download the app to find a few people online. Jeremy claims the app also had budgeting issues, such as spending too much on rewards for Kickstarter backers and too much on the development cost of the app, claiming to have spent $10,000 to $20,000 more of his own money to market it.
Being someone who's never dabbled in Kickstarter, GoFundMe, and stuff like that, is it just easy to do these things? Like to just say, hey, I'm starting a project of an app or a website or a business. Just throw
Project 7. You literally did the exact same thing to reboot Project 7, then kept the money and played Street Fighter instead.
Throw me money. Do people just do it? Because this is so bizarre to me. He hasn't done anything in the video game space whatsoever. All his projects up to now have been RC cars, you know, Magic the Gathering, claw machines. All of a sudden, on a whim, he decides, I want to do an app for gaming. It's like a social network for gaming. And then it says he opened this you know, Kickstarter and he made $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. Where? What? Is that how it works? People just throw you money? Maybe I got to start this.
Oh God, we're about to see
because if it's that easy, maybe I'm working too hard. Maybe that's the problem. I'm trying to create meaningful content that entertains an audience and they reciprocate. Maybe I should just say, just give me the money. Here. Maybe I'll actually make an app or something. Maybe but here you go. Can you just give me money on the hopes that maybe one day I'll make something with it?
Fucker, how did you not hear yourself talking about Project 7 reboot? You were literally talking about the Project 7 reboot here. But that wasn't on Kickstarter. That was on Patreon. So it's totally different. It is not different. It's not different at all. You literally did the exact same thing with Patreon. How do you not hear yourself? How do you not hear yourself saying this? Going, huh? This is exactly what I did. Holy fuck, DSP.
That's interesting. Wow. It blows me away that anyone would be like, oh, an app might be made? Here, have my money. That's crazy to me, but again, I've never been a part of any of these kind of funding efforts or anything like that, so...
Patreon.
Maybe I'm just... I
Project
don't get it. I'm not part of the club, right? What's up, Satan? How are you? Satan's in the chat, everybody.
Shout out Satan.
If what Jeremy says is true, then MTG headquarters would be more to him than a device for monetary gain. If anything, Jeremy was building a sort of reliance on YouTube. There was something about seeing his channel grow that would excite him. That gave him purpose. This could explain the ever-increasing giveaways, and why he has yet to sell
so
his
many
channel.
giveaways.
If growing the channel gives him purpose, then what happens when the growth slows? When the video's earnings begin to drop? The answer is this sort of video.
Earnings are lower now than they were a year and a half or even 2 years ago, I think, for at least for my channel. And I know if you watch guys...
This goes back up? All right. I know it was down earlier.
It's the same thing. True for them and true for all YouTubers. Everything on this shelf is going to be given away to patrons. Each month I'm going to host several giveaways where any patron will just, win it from, even if you back for $1, you're eligible.
What is all that stuff? Like for me, okay.
Okay.
I gave
Let me
stuff
make this
away,
about me,
but I
Reeee.
never intended to make any money off of it whatsoever, the stuff that I gave away.
Let me make it about me,
I would do
Reeee.
these giveaways during the fall, the hardcore gaming season giveaway, and all you had to do was make a post on my forums. I didn't even care if you ever posted again. I wasn't trying to grow my forums. I didn't care how many people were on my forums. It was only the way that I could control it and make sure that it wasn't like fraudulent, that people were like gaming the system to get more entries and stuff like that. So that was it. And I gave stuff away for free. I made a buck on giving anything away. In my way, in my head, the way I saw it was, people are already, out of the kindness of their heart, they're giving me their time. They're watching my content. My content is monetized. I am, having a good life as a result. So I'll give stuff back.
Well, you were until you blew it on WWE Champions and Gotcha.
And the stuff that I gave back was stuff I had already purchased to unbox for content. So, for example, release day unboxing. I bought a collector's edition of a game. I unbox it. I show you the content that's in there to figure out if it's something that you would want, okay? And then it would be my background.
And then you gave away the empty box.
It would be in videos and stuff as decoration. And then later on, I would end up giving a lot of it away. So, what I'm confused is, it seems like with him, everything is like, well, I'll give it away if you already, if you pay me. Right? If you pledge to my Patreon, you have a chance to win this. If you engage this much, you have a chance to win this. So I guess I can understand. Is it grift? Because is he fooling you? I don't think he's outright fooling you. He's generating engagement and he's generating revenue in the hopes that you can get something after the fact. And like I look at this terrible, not terrible, this tremendous amount of stuff that he's going to give away.
It's terrible that he didn't give any of it to me.
And I look at this and I'm like, that's probably thousands of dollars right there we're staring at that he spent money on. This isn't freebies he got. He probably went and bought all this stuff, right? So for what reason? Was this content that he unboxed and made videos and it was profitable for him? I don't know because I don't understand Magic the Gathering. If that's the case, I guess that makes sense. He already unboxed it. He's done with it. He doesn't have anything to do with it. So now he wants to give it away, I guess. I guess that's what we're getting at here. Not that he bought this stuff specifically to just give it away, right? This is stuff that he unboxed and reviewed and made content out of. But is it grift? I don't know. That doesn't, to me, I don't know. Does it sit right? It's a little underhanded, I would say. It's just like on X or any other social platform where they're like, chance to win. But what you have to do, you have to like, you have to follow, you have to retweet, you have to do this and that. Yeah, but you're farming engagement for yourself in the hopes that one person wins something, right? I don't like that. I've never done anything like that. I do find that kind of underhanded. It's not legal. There's nothing like against any.
You've never done it because you'd actually have to cough something up and you have nothing to give up, do you? Bitch.
Rules or terms of service doing that, but I've hated that kind of behavior. So I can understand why people look at this. They're like, well, this is grift because, you already scratched my back. One person has a chance to get something. He's claiming he's going to give away all of this stuff. So this is what 100 people will each win something out of the 1,000 people that support him. I don't think this is that bad. I don't like the means, the exact way he's doing it, but I don't really think that this is that bad either. Like people would look at this, but oh, dirty grifting. Yeah, but he is giving back to his community. It's people who like him, who are watching the content that apparently he's making with this. He wants to give it away. So I don't know if it's that bad, honestly, but let's keep going.
Each month I'm going to host several giveaways where any patron will just, win it from, even if you back for $1, you're eligible. I never started this channel with the expectation of making money. I think opening several $5,000 beta starter decks will tell you that.
Whenever Jeremy's channel begins to lose traction, he does whatever it takes to keep it growing. He increases the amount of giveaways, pleads with his audience, all while claiming that this is not for him. It is for
bags. Just like DSP.
For his viewers. This early 2016 vlog on MTG headquarters is key to understanding his potential true motivation.
So this is 10 years ago. He's still all into MTG. I'm shocked. I thought he was doing politics for a long time. I guess he just got into it in the last decade then. if this is still MTG in 2016, damn.
Stress or anxiety, nothing until I was like in my mid-20s, and bam, panic attacks every night. I know it's a combination of my brain chemistry and things I do. Not getting enough sleep, drinking too much caffeine. If I drink too much alcohol too many days in a row, I'm at like a higher risk for it.
That was a video of Jeremy describing his anxiety issues, something that began in his 20s, something that he has been unable to shake. Earlier in the same video, Jeremy explains how, approximately 30 times a day, he reaches into his pocket to make sure his Xanax is still there in case.
Ah, yes, the Xanax. Something he takes way too much of with alcohol, which you're definitely not supposed to do.
He has a panic attack.
So this is all bad. I know from experience, you're oversharing. It's too much information for the public. The public should not know anything about this kind of stuff. It's a huge bad idea to give this kind of information away. Even if it's true, if all of it's true and he has panic attacks and it's a result of his diet and drinking and caffeine and whatever it is, you don't share that at all with the internet. Now, I'm definitely someone who's done that in the past. I already talked about the gout thing and all of that. For like the last decade, I tried to make it a dedicated thing that I don't overshare with the internet anymore. That way, people can't use stuff against me. But this is the kind of stuff, like now they know, oh, he's on Xanax. Oh, he's got panic attacks. Oh, he's got this. This is 100% going to become fuel against him to be used in the future. Guarantee. So, thank you to Sunset for 500 kicks. I appreciate that, Sunset. In fact, I think that's the most kicks of the night. It is. So let's get you on the leaderboard. Thank you for that. And then we've got Kyrie over here on YouTube who did a $5 super chat and said, I hope the React is going well. So far, so good, Kyrie, but I'll tell you, it is slow going in the beginning here because this is all...
I'll tell you, though, it's slow going because I keep pausing every 5 seconds. Have you tried not pausing every 5 seconds?
Backstory, I feel, to like stuff that's going to be what people are interested in finding out about, like, today. This is all his history, his early history on YouTube. And I think now it's going to pick up because now I think we're about a decade away, you know, like a decade behind. So now probably we'll start seeing more interesting stuff that people want to talk about. Thank you guys for the support so far. All right, we're still going. We still got over an hour left.
We still got over an hour to give me more money.
We'll see how far we get into the documentary, into the more juicy stuff. Thank you so much to everyone who has supported. If you do, I'll go ahead and give it a shout out. Thank you in advance. Here we go.
The rate at which he's been getting these has seemingly increased since his channel's growth has slowed. Jeremy specifically cites how he's already had 2 panic attacks within the week he made the video. What is being established is a vicious cycle that would bind Jeremy the more he fit into it. The more he would try to maintain endless growth, the more it would crush him.
For the past year, I've been running myself ragged, trying to run a business as well as YouTube full-time.
Why this video looks like shit?
It's been worth every long night. It's unlikely I can continue this
He looks like you. So yeah, he does look like shit.
pace much longer. I'm just so tired all the time.
He's so tired.
The truth is,
I don't know about a GoFundMe, but definitely a Kickstarter.
the support I'm receiving on my Patreon is literally the only reason I can spend the amount of time I do now on these YouTube videos. What I so desperately want now is the chance
money.
to take my channel to the next level.
In this video released
We just watched a video where this happened. We just watched a video just like this, just 2 minutes ago, where he said the same thing.
2016, it appears Jeremy was reading a pre-written sales pitch,
Yeah.
asking his audience to increase their support on his Patreon, allowing Jeremy to reduce the time spent on his clients for marketing the sheriff, claiming it is for better or more diverse content on MTG headquarters. While Jeremy did make good on diversifying his content with the increase of collaborations, interviews with Magic the Gathering artists, and even PowerPoint presentation guides, none of these videos could trump his simple, effortless card-opening videos. As much as Jeremy desired to change and improve into something superior, he could not find any footholds, and was slipping into a breakdown.
Now, I wish I'd done a lot of things differently. I wish I was friendlier with other Magic YouTube channels. I wish YouTube ad revenue wasn't
Well, you
less
treated
now
people
than
like
it was a year
shit.
ago.
Well, listen. I'm super guilty. I'm watching this and I'm feeling it. I'm super guilty. I did this pity shit all the time back in the day. 1,000,000%.
You still fucking do, bitch.
Because I didn't have any other income besides YouTube ad revenue, and I opened a Patreon. Okay, and that was it. That's all I had. Even though I live streamed, I wasn't an interactive live streamer like I am today. I had no contributions coming in. So because of that, I was completely reliant on ad revenue. And so I would literally
tell and beg people to click the ads.
Literally all the time. Like, oh, well, ad revenue's down, guys. You know, it sucks. What can you do? But hey, if you pledge to my Patreon today, or you up your Patreon pledge, you do this could help me out. 100%. I admit to doing this. Okay. I'm guilty of it. Just like him. I used to do this shit. It was a different time. It was before I discovered interactive live streaming, how much better it is to have a social aspect where you interact with your audience and stuff like that. I'll take the blame. All right, I fess up. I used to do this shit too. So I see it, I'm like, oh, it's kind of despicable. Yeah, and I used to do it too. You know? Thankfully, I don't do that shit anymore because I've become a better person.
Same control tomorrow.
But
nice.
admittedly, yeah, I
days
used
for
to do it
Phil.
just like he did.
Fuck Phil.
1,000 kicks just came in.
Speaking of
Who's
fuck
this
Phil,
from?
goddamn, what a lap smack.
Sorry, because I'm doing this a different way today, and I'm trying to find that leaderboard now. Crap, where did my... I'm clicking on the wrong thing. Where did my leaderboard go? There it is. 1,000 kicks from Cowboy K. He says, you're a better gamer than Jeremy and have a loving wife unlike him. Keep up the good work. Well, there's been nothing whatsoever in this documentary at all about gaming yet, right? I don't know if he gets into gaming at any point. I have no clue. I don't know if there's a competition there. I mean, I'm a lifelong gamer. I used to be a competitive Street Fighter player and stuff. You know what I mean? A little different than someone who maybe casually games. So I don't really know that there's a real... if that matters. You know what I mean? If I'm better at games than he is.
Yeah, it's
as for his
all
wife,
about
there's been
him.
one blurb about his wife so far in the entire documentary, so I don't know what we're talking about there either. Unless it gets addressed later, I don't think that's really what the subject matter is, but let's keep going, I guess, and see what happens. I'm just here to react directly to what's in the documentary. I understand that there's tons of supplemental information that people will be talking about all this other crazy shit, but I'm just, directly what I'm seeing is what I'm
And the best way to make it about me.
reacting to, if that makes sense, okay? Okay, thank you for the 1,000 kicks. That's the most kicks of the night so far, Cowboy K. I appreciate that very much.
Yay,
We still have over an hour to go. Let's keep going.
Change any of that, really. It was just a month later, in May 2016, that Jeremy went on his infamous Twitter rant, spurred by this panel.
Women are playing Magic, and we're here to stay, and there are only going to be more of us. And that's kind of the conversation I want to have now.
Guys, just like Jeremy, I hate women. This is something else we have in common.
Instead of just looking at us as something that is weird and to be studied.
This panel was streamed and uploaded in video form. It is titled Women in Magic Panel, and sits at only 22,000 views. It is not at all a video of major significance and is of 4 female judges discussing their experience in the Magic community, from the sexual harassment they received to wanting women in Magic to be treated as a norm in the Magic community. Luis Scott Vargas, a streamer, quoted a different Magic creator who posted the link to the video on Twitter, noting how disappointing the comments were in response to the video. Jeremy, under his MTG headquarters account, responds by stating that they should not be so thin-skinned. Yet another creator joins the conversation, emphasizing how people should be less crappy to each other. Jeremy responds, quote, I simply choose to not be offended by what anonymous commenters say. That's a lot more obtainable, unquote. The conversation then moves into gender and skin color, Jeremy stating it is entirely irrelevant to Magic players, and how his penis does not in fact make him stronger. This kicked off
Alrighty then.
not directed at any individual creator, rather the Magic community in general.
So he's starting to get into culture wars in the Magic community. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Because,
I like that. DSP sees women. Uh-oh, guys, it's culture war.
you know, it's now it's becoming political. Now it's becoming, oh boy. So I can start to see the drama begin. Okay.
So many mindless betas in the MTG community. Come on, sheep. Demand proof, statistics. You know, actual evidence. Attention, sheep. Formulate your own opinions. Being wrong is simply better than parroting popular opinion. Apparently presenting a logical alternative to playing a victim means you hate women. I should have known better, lol. Going back to real world.
Uh-oh.
This era of feminism gets lost in spending more time shaming actual conversation.
Uh-oh.
I love women. They are every bit are equal. Unquote. Jeremy would delete these tweets soon after posting. This would not stop them from being archived and immediately posted again on Twitter.
Express
This
post
user takes
him and
note
his
of his
controller.
specific tweet in response to
They're
a
not
comment about playing
Amazon,
software
dude. They
in
don't give a
Apple.
shit about you.
Jeremy
So I guess, now this is me coming from an outsider perspective where I don't really understand everything. What people I believe say is that this is him drunk tweeting. That he gets drunk, he tweets this kind
Just
of
like
controversial,
you.
offensive stuff out. People call him out on it. Oh, I gotta delete it all. He deletes it all, but then they archive it, and then they present it later as
Just
look at how this guy
like
really is when he's
him.
drunk, which is kind of like, I guess what they're saying is when he's drunk, he really lets his real self out. Right? I guess, like the mask gets removed or whatever, right? So I think that's what they're
Thank you,
getting
Sonny.
at.
I'll
So
check it out.
this is the background to show that he used to do this in the Magic community. It's not just him doing it with politics and culture wars. He used to do this stuff even in the Magic community 10 plus years ago. Okay. I think I'm seeing where this is going now. I just got a $3 tip. Listen to this. Hey, brother, it's Jared. I'm still in
Yay,
prison. I saw
$3.
you mention me earlier in the video. Why don't you write me back soon so we can communicate directly? Take care, pal. Jared Fogle from prison, everyone. Thanks for $3. It's awesome. It's amazing they let you send PayPal contributions out when you're in prison. That's something interesting. Maybe that's something to be looked into. Maybe our prison system should be tightened up a bit. If you're actually allowed to be sending people tips from prison, it's kind of weird, don't you think? Shout out to Suku86, who just did 2,000 kicks over on Kick. Thank you, Suku. That's very generous of you. I appreciate that. You now take the top kicks position. Thank you so much. Hope you're enjoying, and hopefully you're enjoying the fact that you can now get pop-ups
Hopefully
for kicks,
enjoying,
which is
give
really
me
awesome,
money.
right? All right, someone has tipped me $5.
Yay, $5 hairs. Hey,
And
next
this
gen
person
guy,
says,
how's
keep
it
on
going?
grinding, DSP. Thank you so much to the anonymous $5 tipper. I
Shout out
appreciate
next
that.
gen
Thank you, thank
guy.
you. Cool. All right, let's keep going. So we're starting to see the beginning of the drama, the beginning of the cracks in the mask of the positive guy making content. All of a sudden, supposedly now he's doing these weird tweets. Okay.
That they should send their urine into
I
the
mean, I'm
ether.
doing all right,
This
all
was
right,
viewed
all right.
as a
Hopefully
commentary
yours
about
well,
the
man.
controversy of trans people requesting to use the bathroom of their gender identity. Jeremy responds to this screenshot with, quote, "Things turn toxic, so I clean them up. But yeah, you're right. Planeswalkers should use their own bathroom in the aether, kid." Unquote.
I mean, this is what was going through my mind. You guys think that joke is transphobic? You think that joke makes me a monster? Let me show you what a monster is.
According
If
to
Carl's
Jeremy,
atrophied
he
and
pushed back these
melting.
comments, encouraging him to
Carl,
double down and
that
act
wait,
more
no, wrong
aggressive,
Carl.
even if his intent was not an honest comment.
Because I immediately went to Llamas with Hats, but you meant Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Ooh, and this is 10 years ago. Okay, so this is 10 years ago this is happening. And now, again, you know, you fast forward to, like, today. What's going on right now versus 10 years
Right
ago.
meow.
Okay.
New PC, awesome. Ooh, did you get a good deal on it, man? Because, with the whole AI stuff driving up the prices things, ouch.
First attempt to regain the favor of the community with an apology on Reddit. Quote, "I want everyone to feel included in MTG. You can't really control how people react to certain things, and certainly Twitter is not a great place to have a complex discussion."
Shout out Jerk. And what was it? Speaking of prices going up, Nintendo announced that yes, the Switch is going up in price.
On gender issues. Everything I said after my
So if you don't
original
have one,
tweets
now
was
it's time
at
to
best
get it.
sensitive and at
If you
worst
can afford
outright
it.
wrong. Again, I am sorry. Unquote. This
So he
post has
apologizes.
exactly 100 comments and 0 upvotes. The comments cite Jeremy's passion and specificity behind the deleted tweets and are distrusting of his apology.
Huh.
Some are even noting how often Jeremy is editing the Reddit post. To this specific comment, Jeremy responds, quote, "Yeah, it wasn't reading right. I'm not good at writing, so that's why I do videos. I am just trying to apologize, and the comments keep saying it's not good enough." Unquote. Jeremy would address his tweets in video form.
You know, drama over. Don't be a dick. I thought, I guess maybe I had to say that, but from what I'm seeing is you all.
But you're a
just
dick,
basically know
so.
that, you know.
It took about a month and a half.
Gang Bang Style, what a name, who's actually the former Dr. Lexus and many other names on Kick, just gifted a whopping 10 subs to the Kick community here today.
Yay,
Thank you
the
so much
channel's
for
been
10 gifted over on
saved.
Kick. And then Flatman also did a $2 super chat. So thank you guys. Let's get these 10 gifteds up there.
Yay, the stream's been
I should put this game on the
saved.
leaderboard now, unless someone beats that record. All right.
A 5070 Ti, nice. Okay, I'm only a little peanut butter and jelly.
All right, very nice.
52
And thank you to
gigs of
Flatman B.
RAM,
Flatman
nice.
with the $2 super chat
More
says,
than enough.
unfortunately, the Jeremy situation is a shit show. Well, the thing is, this is just, it's laying the groundwork. The first half an hour was kind of like, okay, his previous things that went wrong or whatever. But now we're starting to get into his behavior and his personality. And I think this is what's going to lead into the rest of the documentary, right? It's actually a good lead-in, I feel. I'm glad we got past that stuff in the first hour, because now we're going to get into more of the meat of the conversation I think everyone wants to hear and talk about and see me react to, right? Okay, let's go. Oh, by the way, one thing. These DX Racer chair he has. I used to see that chair everywhere. Was this a sponsorship that, like, every YouTuber had around 10 years ago? Because I saw that DX Racer chair, like, in so many videos that people had. And I was like, why does everyone have exactly the same chair? That can't be a coincidence. They all chose the same.
Remember, guys, he got the chair. 49-inch Ultra. Dude, fuck you. Okay, now I'm a lot peanut butter and jelly. I'm still rocking out my, I think it's 24 inches. But it does 144 hertz.
Same chair. That had to have been some kind of a common sponsorship or something like that, right? Yes? Okay. All right, let's continue. I don't know anything about it, but like I said, it's just weird. I've also seen that in red and blue, I think. So I've seen it in white, red, and blue very commonly, but it's always the,
You mean
the
red, white,
DX
and blue,
Racer chair, the
dumbass?
same one. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. We got a frog contribution. Here we go. Come on, frog.
Oh my god, look at that shitty arm. I love that he uses his other hand to pull the sleeve to make the sleeve tighter now. Like, he knows he looks like shit, so he's got to pull the sleeve tighter to make it look like it's tight. Well, if you're a big enough streamer like that, yeah, they'll be like, oh, hey, when you do a stream, be like, oh, guys, I'm able to sit here and do a 12-hour marathon because of this comfy chair. If it weren't for this comfy chair, guys, I want to be able to sit here and do a 12-hour marathon. So here's a link down below. Remember, every time you buy a chair, I get a cut of it as well. Yay! So that's why you get sponsored by a chair. New job? Oh, even better, dude.
I just had to do that. Okay, let's continue. I just had to do
I
that.
say
Let's continue.
Luke was in last night saying that he got a new job too.
Left off. On Twitter,
Everybody's
he
getting new
changed
jobs.
his display name
Awesome.
to MTG Shitlord HQ, derisively called Wedge the Hamburglar. On his personal account, stated Wedge is a cancer, has 0 original ideas, and still.
Guys, can we get some ones in chat for Red for the Loop getting a new job? Next-gen guy getting a new job and a new computer. And it's for you guys showing up and watching me. Let's get a bunch of ones in the chat. Yay! And of course, don't forget, hit that thumbs up. We're currently at 17.
Others' content, and
Let's get to
even more,
20.
stating, quote, alpha personalities are the ones making all the money in MTG. Talk to any vendor. They are capitalizing on your beta-ness. The MTG community is not ready for truth. Cucks and white knights drive the entirety of the narrative.
Ones,
Wizards,
yes.
discrimination is guaranteed if you have a conservative mindset. Community discrimination also guaranteed. I mean, look at their community team. Every one of them is a leftist. Don't be a beta lotus, folks. Be an alpha. Unquote.
So wait, was that was him actually?
Don't forget to be an Omega, dude. God, Omegaverse. Ouch.
Posting under another account. So 10 years ago, I had my incident, my accident, my fappening. He was doing this in the Magic community.
How do you get him posting in the Magic the Gathering forums to be about you jacking off in front of children? How did you go from, wow, guys, he was posting Magic the Gathering forums. This is like me, Reeee, masturbating in front of a bunch of children.
Interesting. Jeez. What was wrong with 2016? It was a very bad year for everyone, I think. Can we just forget that 2016 ever took place? All together, collectively? I mean, geez.
Changed his display name again the following week. This time to make Magic dank again. And tweeted, quote, straight truth, the reason you can't trust me is easy. I don't need your money like other top MTG channels. Simple as that. Here is the thing about my fellow shitlords. We have real numbers.
Shitlords.
Some would like to believe everyone who plays MTG is a snowflake. Nope. Unquote. In August, continuing this escalation, Jeremy announced that he had blocked many people on Twitter. Back to his personal account, Jeremy posted pictures of his guns in response to
guys,
riots
the greens are
happening
red,
in his
green, and blue,
area.
of course.
Finally, Jeremy, on his MTG headquarters account, states there are no good-looking females or males with personality, and that the vast majority of MTG YouTubers have subpar production quality and are boring.
It seems like he's having a breakdown. It seems like again, if he actually likes MTG, but all of a sudden now, people have turned against him for the comments he made, probably drunk tweeting, and he's just, I mean, this is the quintessential endless crash out. Is it not? Like, it's like the big, like the, damn. He keeps going and going and going and going and going.
Sound familiar there, DSP?
On the Magic TCG Reddit, users commented on Jeremy's ongoing rants. One former creator blames Jeremy for why he stopped making videos, specifically due to how Jeremy's low-effort pack openings flooded YouTube, potentially burying their higher-effort content. Other commenters shared the sentiment and denounced Jeremy, deeming his content as low-effort garbage that is composed of opening packs of Magic cards. The following month, on September 8th, Jeremy released a 28-minute video addressing his ongoing controversy, saying that he needs to clear his name while claiming Reddit is a hate fest. Displeased in how Reddit mods are not policing comment sections enough, causing what he calls witch hunts directed at him. In this video, Jeremy states he takes no issue with trans or gay people,
Such a
or any
bitch.
similar quality for that matter.
This is not alpha, beta, or omega behavior. This is straight up bitch behavior.
Community. And it worked, or so he thought. On September 9th, Jeremy posted 2 videos containing spoilers for an upcoming Magic the Gathering release. This is information from a PR firm working under Wizards of the Coast. The creators of Magic the Gathering often delivered to select content creators as a way to excite their audiences for upcoming cards.
But was he supposed to post them? Because they're just saying they're really spoilers. Was he supposed to post that information, or was he like under a non-disclosure agreement to not share it?
These videos performed terribly compared to Jeremy's pack
Womp
opening
womp.
videos. But the significance of this was not that it was meant to garner viewership. Rather, it appeared that Wizards of the Coast was extending an olive branch to Jeremy following his de-escalation. It was only when the spoilers were allegedly posted to Reddit that Jeremy, and to that extent, the Magic community, was notified the spoilers sent to Jeremy was done so by mistake. While the original post does not appear to be archived, this Redditor quoted the Magic the Gathering employee on the matter. Quote, "We don't reward the behavior this channel exhibits. When we preview sets, we provide a handful of cards to our PR agency to use with outlets who aren't part of our core audience. When one of these outlets passed on using these cards, they reassign the cards."
I would not say due to Kino. I'd say it's due to his reaction to Kino. Could have ignored him. Could have insulted him right back with, hey, you can make fun of my wife as much as you want. I'd love to make fun of yours, but I can't because you don't have one because you're both lonely sons of bitches. He could have acted in so many different ways. But he found a way to fuck it up.
To this outlet without doing research and also without checking with us first.
Okay, folks, I do have to say something about this, okay? Bullshit. Bullshit, 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 bullshit. I am going to blow the lid off something right now that I'm tired of, okay? This is bullshit. This is PR speak. This is, oh, we want to cover our butts after the fact. The truth is, none of these companies that give out promotional product, free game codes, free card sets, any of this shit, give a shit. All they want to do is they want to get their product out there and into the hands of people who will make content and provide free advertisement for them. This allows them to not have to spend as much on their advertisement budgets, but still get the word out about their products. It's the creator push, the creator hype, as opposed to, oh, here's an actual, dedicated marketing campaign we had to do to push this new event or new product or whatever it is, okay? This is bullshit, and here's how I know it's bullshit. I've been in exactly the same position.
How?
And when it's happened, I can tell you 100% it's a lie. And here's how I know it's a lie. There's been companies who came out and reached out to me with detailed conversations, knowing who I was, what content I made, and the people that kind of stalked me all over the internet. They well knew who I was and said, hey, we still want to send this to you. Okay, send it to me. They send it to me. I'll do an unboxing.
Well, he's got to make it all about him, Roach Bait. He's got to make it all about him.
I'll show the content. If it's a game, I'll play the game. Lo and behold, my hater base goes after the company and says, why did you send this to DSP? Why would you do this? And then all of a sudden, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. We didn't mean to send it to him. It was a mistake. Miscalculation. We're so sorry. It's bullshit. What it is, they want to get the hype behind it in the hopes that maybe their thing will be noticed by something positively. And if it doesn't, then they lie. Okay? I do not believe whatsoever this story at all, because this has happened to me about 3 times now.
Amazing how every time you get mentioned by a company, everyone's like, wait, what? Oh, shit, we don't want anything to do with you.
The last 10 years, where a company said, hey, we want to send you something. Okay, send it, but you know who I am. You sought me out. You researched my channel. You found me, and you knew the situation.
Or maybe they just knew that, oh, hey, this guy's got 230,000 subs. That's a pretty big channel. Let's reach out to this 230,000 sub channel. Maybe, just maybe, they didn't watch 18 years of content. How dare they not watch 18 years of content to know who he is?
I even talk with these companies now and say ahead of time, understand you're going to get some backlash because I have this virulent hater base that harasses people online who associate with me positively.
Shout out,
that's
Sons of
fine.
Kojima.
We'll still do it. Here it is. And then I get it, and lo and behold, time and time again, it's exactly the same situation. I don't believe this at all from my personal experience. Maybe I'm wrong, but this sounds like nonsense to me. This sounds like they know this, they know the quartering, they know the relationship they have with him, they know they've sent him stuff before, he's previewed it, and it's given them a little bit of a PR boost or a little bit of attention boost. They probably send it to a bunch of people. They like this free attention because they don't have to pay for marketing, okay? But now, it just so happens, at this time, the quartering is in hot water for comments. Maybe they probably weren't aware of them, or maybe they were, who knows? This is bullshit. Oh, we accidentally sent it to him. No, you didn't. Stop lying. Just say, okay, we didn't know that he was, in trouble right now. That's our fault. We'll take the bad on that.
Why are you so mad about this? Does it just hurt a little too close to home?
Instead of, oh no, you see, it was a complete, we fumbled. Shut up. No, I don't believe you. Sorry, because again, I've been through it. And then they'll be like, we'll never do that again. We're so sorry. Yes, because it's so bad to deal with someone on the internet who you already knew who they were before you sent them the product. You put it on them like it's a toxic thing that they did or negative thing that they did. No, you sent them the product anyway. In my case, the things that people say and do, the toxic stuff my haters say about me, most of it's not true, or it's spun out of...
Most of it is not true. Most. Panda Lee was 17.
Proportion, or it's shipped from 10, 15 years ago. It's
It's from 10 years ago. Panda Lee was 17 years old 10 years ago, guys, so it's totally okay that I did what I did to her.
Sense. Okay, it is. It's bullshit. Yet, these companies don't want any hot water at all. They don't want any negative association. Remember, they want the free promotion, but they don't want to take on any of the risk of that free promotion. So then they lie. Okay? So this is bullshit. I hate to say, I really do.
Well, I know Discord was down for a bit, unfortunately, although Sonny said it came back up, but I've been doing this, so I haven't checked Discord since.
I don't believe it. You can believe it if you want. That's something I've personally been through with multiple companies, and then they blame me and shit. It's like, no, you knew up front what you were getting into. I even warned you, and you did it anyway. Now it's on me somehow. That pisses me off. And again, I'm not sweeping for Jeremy. I'm going to tell you right now, these comments he's making online, it sounds like he's getting drunk and he's saying bad things online, and people are holding him to task for it. That's fine. But then you don't blame him because you sent him a card pack and he opened it, and they're like, oh, we weren't supposed to do that. That actually really pisses me off being in his shoes.
That pisses me off, guys.
Okay?
I was trying to make money like that,
He would
too.
not have greenlit his receiving of these cards had they asked. Unquote.
Here I was, feeling like a total moron to think that Wizards had just
Hey, look at that, 10 new messages.
extended the olive branch and everything was going to be good.
Jeremy in this video compares that statement as an endorsement to witch hunt him, simultaneously claiming that Wizards of the Coast are listening to an extremely small minority of 30 or 40 people, while also stating that he is receiving a massive amount of hate. The one boon with this controversy is that Jeremy had...
He was receiving hate and it was for his comments, but the truth is, yes. When these companies react like that, okay, all of a sudden, these toxic communities will rally and say, ha-ha, do you see? This game developer or this company doesn't like the person, so we're right. And that's the problem. Really, that's the problem. So let me get this straight. You offered me a free product because you thought that I could, you know, open it, enjoy it, promote it for you. You said you knew who I was. You were okay with that. You send me the product. My haters go and harass you on social media because of it, even though I presented myself well with the product and I'm showing you what it is. And everyone's saying, oh, that's a good product, right? Now you're blaming me. And now what happens is when you say, oh, it was a mistake. We didn't...
Last message I got from you was from May the 1st. The busting. Yeah, May 1st burst. And May 1st mega burst.
mean to do that. We'll never do it again. Now, victory for the haters. Victory for the online bully. Victory. You empower these people. So this is wrong. What Wizards of the Coast did in this situation is legit wrong. They actually did.
They're wrong. They're supposed to just let this piece of shit besmirch their name, guys.
Wrong him. Okay? Again, I don't agree with what he said. I think that it was heinous stuff he was saying, and he was getting drunk and acting a fool. But what Wizards of the Coast did here, did wrong Jeremy.
Up in her.
That's messed up, because now he looks even worse. On top of the fact that he said the bad things, now he's got giant companies supposedly shaming him for it when they lied. That pisses me off, because it's happened to me too. Right? For me, I just get to the point where I just don't want to take anything anymore. Like, why would I accept a product from anyone when at any moment they could just completely lie about the situation and then say, oh, we didn't mean to do it. Oh, he's a bad guy, and we're so sorry. Get the hell out of here.
You are a bad guy.
Thank you, Guitar Player, for a $10 super chat. I appreciate that very much, Guitar Player. Thank you for the support tonight.
But you are a bad guy.
Okay. Found angle to solicit donations. One that could weaponize culture and anger. A combination that would bring him much strife, but also considerable wealth.
You can speak with your wallet and take the plunge and back us on Patreon.
So here we go. He's going to rally his troops and say, well, if everyone's going to...
He almost let the video play for 3 seconds. Almost. We got to 2 seconds of video before he paused it again.
Crap on me. Let's stick it to the haters. Let's stick it to Magic the Gathering and let Wizards of the Coast, let's stick it to them. Support me financially. Yeah, that's the grift. For sure, 100%. That's the grift right there.
The more backers we get on Patreon, the louder voice we can have. The more...
It's literally you, jackass.
Wizards can't. Wizards won't fly me out to PAX. We'll go to see them at PAX. That Patreon gets big enough, I'll fly to every major event and I'll stand there and do coverage for you. And I'll try to keep it real, 100%.
This was the begining of Jeremy's capitalization.
You already watched it. Wouldn't surprise me.
In the following years, Jeremy would master his craft. Meanwhile,
what happened? The audio is leaning to the left side of your ear? I haven't done anything with audio here. Everything is my microphone. My microphone is showing as pure stereo. Hold on. 1 second.
The understanding.
That's showing as pure stereo. It might be something with your setup there, Nicholas. Is everyone's audio good?
Leaning to the left.
The audio is fine on mine. Everything seems good. So my apologies if something went wrong with the audio all of a sudden in the middle of the thing, but it looks good to me. Okay.
Welcome in the Magic community. Jeremy revived Pokemon headquarters while still posting to MTG headquarters. The video announcing his return sits at less than 1,000 views. Jeremy posted on his Pokemon channel from late 2016 to early 2017. The channel failed to gain any momentum, with its videos far underperforming compared to videos found on MTG headquarters. It was here that Jeremy resigned himself as a pack opening channel with the occasional commentary video. The latter type of video was often on the topic or tangential to his infamy.
If you would have told me that there's a man more universally hated in the Magic YouTube community than me, I would have told you, you're crazy.
Reeee.
On June 5th, 2017, two things happened. Jeremy posted his final Claw Machine related video on Clawstruck and live streamed while drunk. While he often did that or commented on other creators in the MTG community, there was one that he targeted unprovoked.
Oh no.
This was cosplayer Christine Sprinkle.
Serial virtue signaler and crying for Patreon dollars cosplayer. See a Sprinkle Run posted yesterday Allow messages to my Facebook page again. Question my life choices immediately. Posting out, came for cosplay inspiration and left only with an erection. In all seriousness, though, I love your work.
He's drunk and he's slurring his words, and you can tell, obviously, right?
Just like you.
So he's continuing down this path. You know, no one has stopped him. No one has course corrected him.
Yes,
he's
as
still
a woman,
doing the same
guys.
drunken content.
Time to panic.
Commentary. This is definitely how he got into the culture wars and politics stuff. This stuff.
Okay.
Jeremy was commenting on Sprinkle's post.
Immediately, another woman shows up. The culture war, guys. Culture war, there's a woman.
And the comments found within. A post about receiving unwanted comments.
Here we go. Victor Puente, cuckold. You know this dude's a cuck. Oh, yes, she's just under constant anonymous direct message assault. Like, she is literally triggered. Here goes cuckold number Nicholas again. It makes me sad that you have to be. It makes me sadder that I'm not even surprised. Me.
Yes, cucking. Cucking. My cats keep chewing on the cables. Spray them with a water bottle. Oh, God, don't actually do that. Is there any way for you to, like, what am I thinking of? A cheap way of doing it is getting, like, the twist ties from bread. So, like, try to bundle them up together and maybe, again, going a cheap way, tape them to the wall or the desk so they can't get their mouse around it. That's the only thing I can think of.
Despairing over social norms. If you're going to creep, at least have some decent grammar. I'd agree with that. Obviously, Sprinkle is a pro cosplayer. You know she's a professional cosplayer by the fact that she has to solicit Patreon dollars and then cry in her Patreon video to get loser beta cucks to give her money. I mean, it is like an all-you-can-cuck buffet on this thread. Oh, I'm sorry, Sprinkle. Let's look at your cosplay.
Not sure that. Well, if they're on the desk, put duct tape over them. That's literally the only advice I can probably give you is duct tape. Lots of duct tape. When he actually gets to discussing the cucking, he is gonna say quartering his bedroom is none of his business and just wants to focus on grifting, dude. It's boring as fuck, but amazing delusion nonetheless. Yes, it is. He's just... Well, dude, he doesn't look in a mirror. He looks at OBS.
Where some poor 14-year-old kid was unfortunately made an erection comment about you, and fuck him for being such a degenerate. I mean, what is sexual about this? Nothing, right? Oh no, totally nothing sexual about this. Oh yeah, here you go.
Again, there's nothing sexual. She's just wearing clothes. This is literally just wearing clothes.
Sprinkle, another totally non-sexual picture where the Pokeball happens to be right on your fucking bush. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, you're wearing a bodysuit. Yeah, nothing sexual about that.
It's like obsession.
Oh, here you go, wearing basically a bra. Yep, nope, nothing hot about that. Here we go again, more basically 75% nude, nothing sexual there. Oh yeah, look at a bodysuit. Yeah, I'm not gonna sexualize you. I mean, fuck me if I'm gonna say that I wish there was a little slut down here, you know, for me to, you know, for us to pleasure each other, you know, because that's not what your intent is.
Jeremy ended up directing his audience towards Sprinkle's Twitter. If not his comments, then this is indisputable evidence of targeted harassment.
I say if you're gonna go big for your, or go for that, man, yeah, good. Best you can afford.
On Twitter and let her know how totally unattractive and unsexual she looks, and how few Patreon dollars you're gonna give her, and maybe she will avoid these digital rapes.
Yeah, it's terrible, but you can tell he's drunk when he's doing it. And again,
guys, he's drunk, so it's okay.
No one has course corrected him after all the trouble he got into in the Magic the Gathering community, being drunk and going on these tirades on forums and Reddit. Now he's doing it in videos and targeting specific people. That's very bad, admittedly. Okay, that is pretty darn very, very, very bad. The other thing, though, the thing that gets me is
can be very bad, guys.
It's kind of hypocritical because he just went through this whole drama thing, right, where he felt he was unfairly targeted by Wizards of the Coast, made him look horrible, and he says, well, the way we can combat that is for you to support me on my Patreon. Come to my Patreon and send me a bunch of donations, and then I can fly to all these events because they won't send me there anymore. She says, well, I'm being harassed by people on the internet. Come support me on Patreon. It's kind of exactly the same thing.
Partly why Joon the King had them like this back to back.
She does it. He said, well, that's underhanded. That's a bunch of cucks doing it, you know. But when I do it, it's fine. I'm rallying the same crowd. It's fine. But she can't do it. So, yeah, it's like what's good for me is, you know, is not good for you. You're not allowed to do what I do. It is pretty hypocritical in that situation. All right? I told you I was going to call it like it is. When I see bullshit, I'm going to call it. The whole sponsor turning on him.
I would not be surprised if he was an Irish
The
coffee
excuses
drinker.
up, that's bullshit. All right? But this is also a situation where he's being hypocritical and he's full of shit too. Because you can't criticize other people and say what you're doing is completely wrong if you're also doing it maybe in a different manner, but you're still doing it.
This was not the only time Jeremy commented on Sprinkle or her appearance. In this tweet, Jeremy refers to Sprinkle as a man. This Twitter user claims that Jeremy, in a deleted video directed at Sprinkle, stated, quote, "She's a
Oh
dog,
my God.
a 3 out of 10. I'd still do her," unquote.
Oh my
These
God.
comments
So
all-
you see what I mean? It's crazy. He's like obsessed. He gets obsessed with a target and it's like a bull seeing red. Loses all like control and all logical thought and just straight at it and won't stop, won't let up.
When in November 2017, Sprinkle stated that Jeremy, through MTG headquarters, has made her life hell this whole year. She followed this tweet by announcing that she was ostensibly leaving the Magic community, also citing that she was going through a horrible breakup. Jeremy was immediately blamed for Sprinkle's departure. One day later, Jeremy published 2 videos. The first could be found on his newest channel, The Quartering, a channel that hosted commentary videos mostly commenting on the Magic community or...
So the quartering didn't even come out until 2017. I had no idea. I legit had absolutely no idea about that.
DSP, that's fine. But stop pausing every 3 seconds.
And it was still about Magic at this point. Damn. I mean, the one question I have to ask, all right?
Are you a functioning retard? I gotta ask. Oh, wait, wrong video.
What's the point of it all? Like, what was the end-all goal here? Did it think he was going to rally him more support? Did it think he was going to rally him more dedicated fans? Like, what was the point of going after this woman? Or was it just, like, straight up, like I said, bull, seeing red, charging straight forward, can't stop, and he has no self-control? I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Just
Unless
like
there was a
you.
grift involved. Was he receiving tons of support overall from his viewer base for all of this? Like, did he have, like, a rabid fan base who supported his endeavors to do this shit-talking escapade? And again, listen, I'm never going to say, hey, I've never done stuff like this. Or stuff. You know, we're all kind of guilty, especially those of us who've been in the space for as long as we all have been.
Especially
I'm
me,
absolutely
Reeee.
sure people can pull up times when I went after people for absolutely no good reason, right? And kept at it and kept going at them and stuff, you know. But in this case, like direct hypocrisy. Like, what was the reason why he was so angry with this person? I just don't get it. Like, it didn't even seem like they had association with him. They had never wronged him. So why did he keep going after her? Thank you, Flatman, for $2. As I told you, this is a shit show, Phil. Laughing out loud. Well, I mean, here's the thing, like, I'm starting to see all the aspects of it now. They're all starting to kind of like coming together as we get further into this. Let's keep going because we still have a good amount of time on tonight's stream and, you know, we're getting into the meat of it now.
Similar to it, the second was MTG headquarters. These videos bring attention to the ongoing campaign to get him banned from Magic the Gathering, a campaign whose supporters were galvanized with the departure of Sprinkle. Commenters and creators alike were calling on Wizards of the Coast to take action, pointing out Jeremy's comments. Yet there was one often missed. A video in where Jeremy does not target a specific creator, cosplayer, or commenter. Rather, Mark Rosewater, the head designer for Magic the Gathering.
I ran a similar scientific poll, and I even asked everyone to tell the truth. I said, hey, quick poll. How many of you did Mark Rosewater
Thank you, Sonny. I'll have to try to make sure to cover it.
or touch inappropriately? Parentheses, tell the truth, internet. Since internet polls are scientific fact, consider this your trial, Mark Rosewater. Now, I know he has me muted. That's fine.
Jeremy created a poll insinuating that Mark Rosewater was a predator even after Mark had blocked him. This was Jeremy's attempt to discredit Twitter polls and also his response to Mark Rosewater citing a Twitter poll as evidence.
So, I guess what's happened here is he already said it earlier, and now I think we're seeing this finally kind of come to fruition. If the internet is going to make the quartering, well, I guess he wasn't even the quartering yet, right? If the internet is going to make Jeremy a villain, and there's nothing he can really do about it, then he's just going to say, to hell with it, I'm going to lean into it, I'm going to completely become this devil-like character, and I'm going to try to benefit from it. So in this case, Magic the Gathering has already kind of thrown him away. The community has already ostracized him for his comments that he said in Twitter posts and Reddit. So now he's, well, forget it. I'm going to go all in then. If you really are going to hate on me anyway, and now even, you know, Wizards of the Coast are going to say, oh, we sent you stuff by accident. That guy's a jerk or whatever. That's it. Like, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's not that he's obsessed, but he's actually trying to do the most extreme thing on purpose
To make money.
to piss everyone off and get attention for
You guys
himself
like the
since
King
everyone
Snake
was
arc,
just
dude.
so determined to villainize him. Does that make sense? I'm not saying this is a good idea by any means whatsoever. Okay? But I'm just saying maybe that's what actually happened here. He's decided to become the embodiment
It's just like me
of
and the
what
FGC
people
being
were
the
already
villain,
categorizing
guys.
him and
Generation
making
X
him
crush
out to be.
shop.
Since you want a villain, I'll be the villain you want. I'll give it to you. And by the way, I'm going to try to benefit from it along the way. Now, what I'm curious here, hold on.
Fanning someone.
What I'm curious
Nope,
about this here
broken.
is, did he benefit from it? Was he getting big rallying of new supporters? Was he getting tons of support on his Patreon? Were people subscribing to his channels and watching him in droves? Or was the whole internet kind of pointing at him and laughing and saying, what the hell are you doing? Are you crazy? Because that's
There's so
really
much like
not what's
twins,
being explained
but
here.
They are so much alike, but he doesn't even see it.
We're not seeing that side of it yet. Skull emoji, thank you for 50 kicks. Actually, not skull emoji. Suku, thank you for another 50 kicks. Sorry. It's the skull emoji. Said the wrong thing. Okay.
Suffice to say, Jeremy had time and time again made himself known to senior employees at Wizards of the Coast. On November 26, 2017, the professor uploaded a video attempting to speak to the MTG community and reach Jeremy. He calls for de-escalation, for community members to stop harassing Jeremy and for Jeremy to stop his own campaign, even though he knows how unlikely that is. This video was far more comprehensive than any other video commenting on the ongoing scandal. Most importantly, it contained a great deal of evidence that Jeremy was persistent in harassing his online targets.
Jeremy, just being fair here, just being reasonable here, do you think that when someone such as myself, and this is just one example, makes a reply to someone that says, oh, you lost a follower over Nazi punching joke, but you gained a modern follower, seems like you traded up, to make an entire video saying I advocate political violence? I received so many comments about Nazis and the Holocaust and my being one and what I'm doing. And, you know, most of my family
is the quarter into Phil's new soulmate. Well, you know what, Robert Carmichael? It might be a good idea for a new poll because this one's been up for a while.
Evidence against
And it's gotten 41
some creators
votes.
took issue
And
with
let's
the
smack
professor's
wins.
presentation and the alleged scope of 2 years that Sprinkle was harassed by Jeremy when there only existed months, not years, of evidence of harassment online.
It seems to me like the way you're presenting yourself just now and the way that you've made this video, you've kind of tried to make it look as if you're coming from an area of good faith when it's kind of obvious that you're just trying your hardest to virtue signal for what you feel is the righteous side.
That was creator Count Dinkula, a creator that would later start a podcast with Jeremy.
The problem is
He
Jeremy
encourages
weaponizes
his
chat to
audience
flag
research
channels and bring them down.
advice that
For
would
major
go well to
backlash
Jeremy's
is
own response to
crux of the
professor's video.
situation.
Not
Exactly.
found on MTG headquarters, but on the quartering.
So
Yeah, sweeping for Jeremy for
starts to do
free.
all his drama content on the quartering, and this is when the channel blows up. So it seems like Flatman with the $5 super chat says the problem is Jeremy weaponizes his chat to flag channels and bring them down. It's brought major backlash. This is the crux of the situation. Well, that hasn't happened yet. We're watching the documentary. We're going step by step. I understand everyone wants to get to the stuff that apparently is going on now, but we have to attempt to go in the chronological order. So I do urge for some patience here. If we are going to do this logically, and it's going to make sense, that hasn't happened yet. All right, I want to stay with the narrative that we're with right now. I appreciate the $5, Flatman, but let's stay with the narrative that we're going with right now. What's going on in 2017? Okay, at least there hasn't been any flagging that I've seen in 2017, right? Okay.
Jeremy's video opened with the professor's minor comment about Nazi comments.
Did you just evoke concentration camps to strengthen your video about mean tweets?
Jeremy failed to engage with the overarching argument that Jeremy is disruptive and that he encourages unwelcome comments. Instead, Jeremy chooses to comment on the
Sword
professor's
Coast Legends? What's that?
I want to point out, look at how disheveled he looks. How...
Oh, this is Internet 101 these days, right? This is seriously Internet 101 these days, right? Someone brings up a bunch of good points, so what you do is you don't address them. You just insult them, insult their look. This is what LTG does to me. I'll be like, LTG, I'm better than you at Street Fighter. Let's play a match. And he'll be like, oh, you're sexy. What?
You insult him right back, so shut the fuck up.
What are you talking about? I was talking about competitive Street Fighter. I was saying I'm a better player than you, yet you present yourself like you're good at Street Fighter on the internet. I challenge you. Let's have a good epic set because I'm going to kick your butt in Street Fighter. And he says, your hairline's bad. What? It's classic misdirection, right? This is all the time. I'm not surprised.
He has kind of like a lazy face. His hair's all awry. This is on purpose, okay?
This goes on for about 2 minutes. Jeremy fails to state anything of substance. It is then that Jeremy claims that the professor's video was so well researched that it must have been a collaborative effort. Jeremy then presents this theory as fact.
Really?
And states it as proof that there is a secret collaborative movement to smear him. Jeremy then reframes the professor's overarching argument, claiming that there is no evidence that he harassed creators like Sprinkle. Instead, there is only evidence that he is a quote-unquote asshole. To go even further, Jeremy claims he is the target of wide-scale harassment, and that Sprinkle failed to provide any evidence herself that she was harassed online by Jeremy, discounting any evidence directed towards her.
I mean, it could be him going, well, this is like me, Reeee, so I must defend it to my best ability, Reeee.
Because she was not the one who sourced it.
So what he's saying is, even though, yes, I'm an asshole and I said bad things about a person online, I didn't directly tell anyone to go harass them, and I also didn't do it myself, but he did. In the video we saw, he outright said, go there, and he outright did that. We have the evidence. I don't even know what else to say about that situation. We do have it. We just saw it. We just watched it moments ago. So I don't know about that.
This cosplayer and me, of course, is I actually showed the hundreds of messages I received. I showed the actual threats. I showed people sending me the names of my parents and their address.
Jeremy, to discredit the professor and those against him, continue to claim there was no evidence against him.
This is totally 100,000,000% why I don't involve myself into these online feuds. If someone has a bug up their ass about me, I just let them say whatever they want, and I usually don't clap back. This is exactly why. Because it just becomes this big mess, like a hornet's nest, just buzzing and buzzing. And you can't get out of it. Now you're just swarmed. And you're like, oh my God. I can never get out of it and just be back to my own content, my own self again. When you get wrapped up in internet drama, it just becomes what you are on the internet forever. And I don't choose to engage with these online bullies and people. If you try to argue with them, if you try to do anything, then it's like a futile endeavor. It's like you're fighting the Hydra and you cut off one head and 3 more, sprout out from the neck. So I learned my lesson the hard way. I used to argue with my trolls and I used to argue with these people and be like, I'm dead. I have to prove my innocence and I have to do this. Now it's like, I don't have to do anything. All I have to do is make my own content. Stay out of the way. Let everyone dump on me if they want. Go ahead. Go dump on me on Reddit. Go dump on me on X. Go dump on me wherever. I don't even give a shit. Just don't tell me about it. Don't bother me with it. Every day I turn on my own setup, my own camera. I have fun. I make a living. I'm good. That's all I care about. I don't want to hear about any of your white noise bullshit around there because all these people are just trying to generate attention off of your name all the time. So this was 2017. Admittedly, at this point, I don't think I had learned my lesson yet. Sounds like Jeremy hadn't yet either. He was kind of making very similar mistakes where I'm just going to keep clapping back. I'm going to keep arguing. I'm going to keep defending myself. There's no point. At one point, you learn that, though. And I think at this point, maybe he just didn't learn that yet. There is absolutely no point in engaging with the online drama mob. You'll never get anywhere. There's no progress to be made. They'll also never be happy. When you have a group like this coming after you,
bowling job application,
whether it's warranted or not, you'll never appease them. Like,
dude, the spoon rant didn't happen. The last time someone brought up the spoon rant, he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Spoons? Guys, I have plastic spoons. What do I need more spoons for, guys? He is completely
they'll
just
always say
the
it's not good enough and they'll want more. They'll want another pound of flesh once you've given them the first. So it's better to just go off on your merry way. At least that's what I've learned from my own personal experience.
He did not delete anything.
There's evidence, but he must have deleted it. Or in this case, the professor insists I did.
While Jeremy does delete evidence, as was made clear as far as a year ago during his first major scandal, allegedly, the livestream where Jeremy fantasized about a slot in Sprinkle's morph suit and directed his audience to her Twitter page was taken down by YouTube under a community guideline strike, making it difficult to source larger portions of it.
Yeah, so I wonder, what we saw might not even be the whole thing, is what they're getting at. There might be more to it.
It also did not help that many of his Twitter accounts were recently
It was the white baby alien.
While Jeremy questioned the professor or Sprinkle receiving harassment or unwanted attention, he provides evidence of such a thing, but only against him, citing the negative effects the professor's video had on his channel.
I have never blamed the professor for the barrage of hate that came my way after he made this video. 1,000 people unsubscribed from Unsleeved Media after he did this video.
Jeremy goes as far as to insinuate that Sprinkle is responsible for the harassment he is now receiving.
At Christine Sprinkle, who I think most humans would be infuriated
Most humans?
She posted a dangerously false tweet.
Most humans?
Let the hate mob ascend on me for going on 2 weeks now and has done nothing to correct the situation.
Though Jeremy claimed that the professor is a manipulator and failed to bring a shred of evidence forward, Jeremy, in his video response, skips all the evidence presented. Notice how in Jeremy's reaction, the video inexplicably jumps. This is because Jeremy skipped from 4 minutes 24 seconds to 6 minutes 55 seconds, over 2 minutes of voice clips, portions of his removed livestream, and more than 10 tweets directed at Sprinkle or cosplayers in general. Jeremy does not acknowledge this jump, and it was not the last time he would edit around evidence. This next jump is even more egregious. Jeremy pauses the professor's video at 7 minutes 25 seconds.
Dude, you're not allowed to have free will. The only thing that's free is the ability to give me Reeee money.
1 more second and he would have displayed the evidence against him that he claims does not exist. For the next 7 minutes, the professor shows countless tweets and video clips, all of which Jeremy skips, again not acknowledging that he did so, and picking up his reaction at 5 minutes and 1 second of a 20-minute video. Jeremy closes this video by insinuating the professor is similar to Adolf Hitler.
Someone who is willing, as I said, to literally evoke the Holocaust on their petty crusade to silence and ban someone whose ideas they disagree with, someone whose ideas they don't have to interact with. Nobody's forcing him to watch my videos. Nobody's forcing him to read my tweets. You know, Professor, you actually sound a lot like somebody from history that your family might be familiar with.
Jeremy pressed on that there was no strong evidence proving that he had harassed anyone throughout this period, even
Which is
selling a shirt in
crazy.
that theme, which he allegedly donated the profits of.
So, okay. He is accepting the fact that the Magic community thinks he's a villain. He's becoming the villain. The more he leans into the character, right, the more he's apparently benefiting from it with his audience, or else why would he keep doing it? Why would he lean even further in? He's seeing success as a result. With the video, like, he's time skipping through the video because he's making the video for his own audience. He's not making this video to convince anyone. His audience is already convinced. They already love the guy.
I mean, not all of his audience does. You've been paying attention. Not all of his audience does. Just saying.
So he doesn't need to make a video proving his innocence. He just needs to make a video saying, oh, see, it's nonsense, and then move on. And that's exactly what it seems like it is. You know? Let's see here. Someone named Astronaut tipped me $5. Hold on 1 second.
Street smarts.
He said, I'm seeing this a lot lately, the playing the villain segment, especially politically. Even a small difference in ideology, you're branded as Hitler or a racist. You could be pro-LGBT. You could be pro-color. You could be pro-immigration. Because you're pro-gun, no, you have to be a conservative. Sad. It's not just that. It goes both ways. It literally goes both ways.
It goes both ways.
In today's political climate, it's either you're all the way one way or you're all the way the other, and then those people ally with you. There is no in between. Seriously, there's no in between. Like, here's the weird part about everything that I just reacted to so far tonight. All right? There are some people that are going to say that in a few segments, I said things that were maybe seen as defense of things Jeremy has done, and they'll say, oh, you see, Phil sweeps for Jeremy. But then on the flip side of that, I've been critical of things he's done, and people will say, oh, you see, Phil's anti-Jeremy. In reality, I'm not either. I'm in the middle. I'm just making factual observations based on the evidence that's being presented to me tonight.
Actual observations, guys.
That's the best I can do as a neutral bystander, a commentator, someone who's seeing this situation unfold, and I'm just giving you my rational takes on it, and I'm trying to compare it to my own personal experiences. So far, we're about an hour in, just about. We're going to keep going, and we'll probably get another 10 to 15 minutes. We're about an hour.
2 hours and 55 minutes long into this video. He's an hour into the documentary.
And I can understand where the polarization is coming, where all of this is coming, this ire and this anger towards this man. It seems like he started getting his big breaks when he leaned into the internet villain persona. Like, once people started calling him a villain, he said, well, I'm just going to be it then. And as long as my followers are okay with that, it doesn't matter whether or not it's true, whether or not everyone else likes me. If I have enough people who do like me as that person, that character, that whatever it is, then I'm going to be successful to hell with everybody else. Maybe that's really what's happened the whole time. Could be.
He was a jerk, dude. He knows all about jerking.
I printed a t-shirt today that I think I'm going to link in this video, and I'm going to donate all the proceeds to whatever the most reputable, like, men's shelter is in the area. So make sure you get your shirt with a fan-drawn face of me saying, let's show me the receipts.
Jeremy did get the receipts. On December 7, 2017, he received an email from Wizards of the Coast notifying him that he received a lifetime ban.
What does this mean?
Ban.
I can't play in any pre-releases. I can't play in any sanctioned events. I can't play online. In fact, they actually confiscated my entire Magic Online collection.
Jeremy claimed he recouped the cost of his digital collection via PayPal chargebacks. As for the video announcing his ban, there is something seemingly sinister at play. At 10 minutes and 20 seconds, Jeremy begins going through the evidence Wizards of the Coast sent him that informed their choice to ban him. Notice, at the bottom left side of the screen, it is clearly stated that there are 12 attachments. Attachment 1 is a tweet where he calls Wedge the Hamburglar. Attachment 2 is presumably a joke about trolling
he skips several of the attachments.
3 is a tweet about trolling that same person and the professor. Attachment 4 appears to be another joke about wearing a shirt with the famous internet cartoon frog Pepe to trigger people. Attachment 5 is what appears to be another joke that includes Pepe. Attachment 6 looks to be a joke about concentration camps. Attachment 7 is Jeremy alluding to a Magic player having a quote-unquote pedo smile. Attachment 8 is Jeremy in response to an accusation where he encourages R-wording individuals, responds by saying he would not even...
Well, he's going to do part 2 on Sunday night. That I should be able to do live because I'm off on Monday. But if he only gets an hour per night stream, it's going to take him at least 3 videos, or at least 3 streams.
R-word the poster. Then this is attachment 9 of 12.
I love the ladies of Magic, but dudes who bring their girlfriends to stand over their shoulder every game are annoying as fuck. Teach them to play or go home. What's wrong with that? Am I not allowed to have an opinion? Am I not allowed to have an opinion? I mean, this is the evidence, okay?
Jeremy plainly rants about this being the only evidence Wizards of the Coast presented against him. The screen then fades into his face cam. He failed to show whatever those last 3 attachments were. On the topic of deception
Exactly.
is a screenshot of Jeremy defending himself in the third person, presumably failing to log into an alternate account to defend himself. It appears Jeremy is not being entirely honest to his community, and Jeremy has a possible motivation to be dishonest.
You should subscribe to it so then I can send it to Polygon and tell them thanks for the press and all the new subscribers. Then you can just quietly unsubscribe if you don't like the content. So many of you are like sharing these videos. People are I'm seeing them on Facebook. People are signing up on Patreon. Like, this is crazy. How can I help?
That's crazy. I'm making lots of money.
I would love to be able to
the game, a true player.
I have
Rip Trobes.
This is exactly what he said earlier, right? When he said, oh, well, they're not going to send me there anymore. Pledge to my Patreon so I can afford to go to the events myself. So I think this is actually the block in the YouTube chat right now has nailed it on the head. Here's what the block just said. Listen to this. He's always trying to sell a product, and now that product is culture outrage. So he's a marketing degree major, okay? He knows how to market. He's tried marketing many things over the years, including
and made a lot of fucking money.
IT channel that didn't really take off. But
yeah, but you know he wanted at least 250. He really thought doing this was going to make him 250. And so when it didn't, sad face.
He was able to sell for a profit. He tried marketing the RC stuff. That didn't work. He tried doing an online marketing business. That really didn't work. He finally gets into the Magic the Gathering stuff. He's trying to get it to take off, but the only thing that will really work is the unboxings, and that can only take you so far. So eventually, he realizes he has to find something to stand out, something to get attention, and the only thing that's really taking hold is unboxing cards and being an asshole. And the asshole thing is working. It's getting his attention.
Sound familiar,
it's getting
DSP?
people talking and engaging with him when normally they weren't engaging with him. So being a polarized asshole is what is his success story. And so when it started working, when he said, oh, if I say this thing about this particular kind of person, then there's an outrage, a cultural outrage against what I said, but at least I'm getting that attention. I'm getting that engagement. Okay? He keeps going. He turns the screw, right? He puts the knife just a little deeper. Never maybe so far that it's going to get him, say, banned from YouTube or anything like that, but he's always just going a little, how much more can I push it? How much a little further? I used to be friends with this guy. Now let me get into a feud with him.
Imagine if he actually acted to the video instead of just sitting there and going, give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money. Guys, here's how it affects me. Give me money, give me money, give me money. Guys, this is like me. Give me money, give me money.
Because that's going to benefit me, right? So he becomes the internet personification of culture drama
DSP.
or pushing it, always being the risque personality, always going too far. And that's what's working for him. And every single time that there's a consequence, right? Well, now Wizards of the Coast isn't going to send me to PAX anymore. Pledge to my Patreon. Well, I just got banned from Magic and it's outright. I can't play in games. I can't do nothing. Pledge to my Patreon. And apparently it works, right? It works. Is it manipulative?
Yes.
Yeah. Is it truthful? I guess here's the question. The real question is,
how much money are you going to give me?
Because if every time he causes one of these controversies and it blows up and he turns it into a way to get more funds, is he reinvesting those funds into the business as he says? If he was like, well, I want to do this.
You mean like when you're doing the multiple fundraisers? And then it comes out that, oh, well, guys, I mean, some of the money went to my taxes. I swear some of it did. I mean, I swear, like, at least $5 did.
To go to trips and cover this and do this and do this. If he actually did do that, then the people who would be in such an uproar, right, don't really have anything to say because they donated the money. And as long as he did with it as he said he was going to do, then I guess it's fine. I mean, you certainly don't have to like the guy or any of his takes or his internet persona. Who even knows if it's real? It could be that he's literally creating all of this around him just so that that's the way that he can get popularity.
Bring
and
back
success
Project 7,
on the
pledge my Patreon,
Does he actually believe in
exactly.
any of these things? Because it's weird, these things that he's saying about certain people. He's focusing in on one person, one cosplayer, or one thing. Why? What is it about that person that pissed you off so bad? Except maybe it's because you were saying you were getting a response. You were getting people paying attention, right? And then finally, when it happens, when you get to that situation where now it's the white hot thing happens and everyone's talking about it, now is the time. Rally the troops. Let's go. Finance what I'm doing. Get that effort going. That's what it seems like, okay? At least from the perspective of this documentary, that's what it seems like, okay?
Some Jack trailer, but with DSP.
And that's what I have to react to. I'm reacting to the documentary. I'm not reacting to two-sided facts. I'm reacting to the documentary's presentation of the facts, okay? And that's what it looks like. I want to go just a couple minutes. It seems like they're going to transition to another thing now. And if that's the case, this would be the perfect opportunity to end tonight and then determine if we want to continue with this later on. Let's see. I think we're ending the magic arc. And if it is the end of the magic arc, this is perfect. So let's see.
Where if you want to, say, throw a few bucks, that would go a long way.
It'll go a long way if you give me more money.
To the war chest. That would help. All I can do right now is I set up a war chest on PayPal where people, if they choose to,
he calls it a war chest.
Believe me that you don't have to. This is
no, clearly it's the king's coffers. The war chest? Wait, come on.
Like literally the worst time to be shilling for this kind of stuff. But it goes without saying that money is power. And
it's not hearsay, dude. It's on the internet, so it's got to be true.
I can make the promise to all of you that any money there or people that decide to back on Patreon, so many of you have already, and I'm so thankful for that, 100% of that money goes back into the channels.
Jeremy's promoting of his Patreon was for naught, because come February 2018, it would be banned because, quote, you recently doxed members of your online.
And mind you, he still has his Patreon going, but you get 0 rewards. If you were to show up and give him $1 billion on Patreon, your reward is you're out $1 billion.
Community.
What? Now this sounds like a whole different can of worms. Are we going to? Because Joon actually has chapters here.
This could have resulted from Jeremy's new crusade against pedophiles in the Magic the Gathering community. Specifically judges, mostly all former judges, that were convicted but not on the banned list. Next
the most boring podcast in history. They could easily ban 100,000 people.
That were predators. His attention to the matter did appear to influence an update on Wizards of the Coast terms and conditions that force stores to run background checks on their staff and those who they engage with that interact with the public, meaning judges. Though Jeremy was not credited for influencing this change, it was celebrated amongst the Magic community. A community that, due to his ban, Jeremy was drifting away amicably from, as in this video, he claimed that he made contact with Sprinkle and the two apologized to each other. Jeremy then renamed MTG headquarters to Unsleep Media in an attempt to pivot to covering the card game genre as a whole. His recent scandal introduced him to a cast of new allies and helped him refine a lucrative genre of video that he had been making for the wrong audience. The same type of video that created enemies in the Magic
goes back to ancient Rome and further back, or just pays the troops, not the king, dude.
And all these people grew up to be the same fuck.
King Solomon had the biggest war chest ever. Well, it's crazy when it's like, oh, which athletes made the most amount of money ever? People like Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, maybe this F1 driver. It's like, no, it was this gladiator from ancient Roman times. It's like, what? Yeah, when you come for inflation, the dude made tens of billions of dollars. When you come for inflation, it's like, huh? All right, good to know.
In middle school that were like, well, if you don't subscribe to the popular idea, maybe Pogs at the time, or Starter.
Uh-oh. Is that $137 on Saros? Wait, he's still playing? He's getting us 18 minutes of overtime? Damn, he must be desperate.
Jackets, I don't know. I'm old. Then you're not cool. Or if you were poor, you weren't cool. Or if there's a whole variety of things that would make you outcast. But now, when they get older, they get a little power.
And that's not of overtime.
Find more people that it's like the blob. And then they become this massive thing of groupthink and toxicity that's trying to push everyone out who disagrees and then just absorb more people into their ideology. What I want to do, hopefully, with this channel is to...
Is this actually what his video, the music is? Or did Joon put this music in?
Push these conversations forward.
Obviously, I don't want any bullshit.
Joon put this music in. It's the Quartering Overture.
SJW book. As always, SJW live. SJW.
The slide shows up, but that just means you're sitting there seething.
SJW buzzword.
Seething.
Lol cow, milking the feminist lol cow down. SJW stuff. BuzzFeed. Propaganda. Everyone needs to stop getting triggered. I'm not a fan of Brie Larson. Maybe it's because Brie Larson.
Yes, this arc is hilarious.
Your favorite. Brie Larson. Brie Larson is going to help you. And that Brie Larson.
So, the cosplayer was the litmus test. It was successful. Once that worked, he said, I'm going to do it again in a few years, but I'm just going to find a celebrity or an actress or someone to do it to. And he did it with Brie Larson.
You and me. All female, mega diverse MCU film directed by Brie Larson. Do it.
Just posting, my 5th Brie Larson video in 30 days. Things like that.
I'm already know.
He was wearing a ladies, Japanese swimsuit. He'll say it isn't that, but that's exactly what it is. That is exactly what it is.
The guy who made 1,000 videos about Brie Larson. The action has got to be live. It's got to be in the moment. I also have to admit that I really dislike Brie Larson.
Though Jeremy may be capable of having a nuanced discussion, for the vast majority of his videos, he certainly does not display it. In his past, his incuriousness and inability to formulate a cohesive argument has forced him,
just like Darkside Phil,
time after time, to make videos reliant on emotion
and have to dress up as Brie Larson for the bowl.
An audience. This is why grabbing technical breakdowns in their arsenal.
I can see it. Yeah, get him. Come on, Brie. Yeah, get him. Get Brie Larson.
The channel often outperformed Jeremy's. It is also why Jeremy was relegated to opening packs of cards in a game known for its complexity and strategy, areas explored and dominated by his contemporaries. When forced to create meaningless content, the only variable Jeremy can control is content frequency. Card opening videos were easily replicable. It created competition that Jeremy admitted he could not compete with.
Guys like Open Boosters came along and kind of slayed the beast.
Like DSP with IGN from YouTube. Yeah, she's getting gangbanged in the office or whatever. That's why she's hosting.
But this is not the only time Jeremy was outperformed by other channels.
And also, there were a bunch of claw machine channels. Here's some deep lore. They were faking their wins. It's hard to compete winning a plush, a Bart Simpson plush, when these 15-year-old kids are faking winning Xboxes and this and that. So everyone lost faith.
Jeremy is limited to producing sensational videos. He is deceitful and/or manipulates footage to favor him, and he uploads frequently and typically on the same day the video is recorded. Jeremy is a perfect fit for a political commentary channel, but political commentary narrowed to only culture, and again narrowed only to pop culture. For Jeremy, the era of selling channels had passed. Now it was the era of selling outrage. If this was all that Jeremy did, he could be very successful. Only he has two major flaws. There is a part
He's
of
a
him
fucking
that
low
demands
cow.
respect online. The same part of him
Tank top
also
with a
seeks
Hawaiian
fellowship
shirt in
online.
6-degree
These
weather
two
in
elements
Washington.
drive the opposite of
And mind
desire.
you, he was wearing the hat earlier, but he had to take the hat off because he was dying wearing it, guys. He almost died for his content.
Result.
Thank you for your purchase, Sargon of Akkad.
Oh god, no! This is him. Absolutely fucking disgusting.
This is the coordinating. I think this is a good spot to end because that's it. It's showing that was.
Oh, this is all the evidence I need that he watches beforehand. He knows what he's about to do. He knows what quartering is about to do with this. I said, all right, guys, this looks like a good spot to end. Why? Why is it a good spot to end? Oh, because you know what he's about to do with that.
The end of his beginnings, right? Where he had started on YouTube, and now we're heading into the whole full-on quartering arc. This is new stuff. So I think this is a good place to end.
No, that's not true. This is not an agree. He also makes it about himself. Every single fucking second he can.
It right now. Okay? Fair enough? All right, so let me give you my final thoughts.
Phil, the only former millionaire who owns nothing and still doesn't have AC. Not true. He owns the Toyota Corolla now. Took him 6 years to pay off the Toyota Corolla. With the money he was making, he could have shown up and said, how much is that? It'll be like 23 grand after taxes and fees. Well, here's 20 grand. Sell it to me. All right, well, straight up cash, homie. We're good. Nope. Wasted 6 years and wasted thousands and thousands of dollars on interest.
On my first attempt at reacting to this whole thing. Okay, because that was a lot. And that's the first actual exposure I've ever had to any of that subject matter whatsoever. Okay? So,
give me money.
after about 2 hours, it's about an hour of the actual documentary and about an hour of me adding my own commentary. What do I think so far about the documentary and about Jeremy? Because I can't even say the quartering because we haven't even gotten to the quartering. Like, we're at the quartering now. Like, now it begins in his storyline, right? The documentary, as usual, well done, right? Well narrated. Seems to be well researched. You don't know because I didn't research anything. All I can do is talk to what I'm seeing. And the way that stuff is presented, it's understandable. It's well done. It's a typical Joon the King documentary. I think it was done pretty well. All right. In regards to Jeremy.
Yeah, he totally watched it beforehand. That's why he knew to stop right then and there.
Okay. Interesting parallels. We started almost exactly the same time on YouTube, but then again, we did it a completely different way. For me, it was all about having fun with video games and having it be my hobby. Never intended for it to be a job.
Yes, he just touched
when
his
it did,
chest.
because I got laid off from my 9-to-5 job. I just lucked into turning it into something that would make money, and I've done the same thing generally for over 15 years. Even though it's been different formulas and different delivery methods, I'm still just a gamer at heart, and that's the kind of content that I really would like to push out. Although I do like...
You haven't been a gamer in years. You hate video games.
Doing variety like what we did tonight. For Jeremy, it was just about what makes money, right? Whether it's the IT channel he makes and then sells right away, whether it's the RC cars, that doesn't work, move on to the next. The marketing online, that doesn't work, move on to the next. Magic the Gathering, well, I want to do this and this, but it's not working, so do this, do this. If none of it's working, what is working? What's getting me the attention? The controversy, the drama, getting into these online arguments with people. That's where he excels. I mean, he seemed to say, listen, when he got his first taste of it, when he was getting drunk and doing these drunken posts and drunken tweets or whatever it may be, right?
Just like you.
He says, if this is truly getting me the attention that I'm seeking, that I'm not getting out of doing the...
I don't know if he's been fired from every job, because he had that job at the mall making salads. He may not have gotten fired from that job, and that may have just been, all right, well, I graduated from high school, time for me to leave. Who knows? Maybe he was fired from that job.
The other stuff that everyone else is doing. If the only thing I'm doing is opening packs, and even that other people are doing better, I gotta find something. And what is it that people aren't doing? They're not causing drama. They're not having these arguments. They're all pussyfooting around, being kumbaya people, holding your hands, singing campfire songs about Magic.
I don't know about you, but that sounds like a lot more fun. I couldn't imagine going to Colossal Con and starting fights with everyone there. Like, no. Going to Colossal Con is a giant fucking party where everyone tries to have fun.
Instead of just kind of being an asshole.
Tossing salads.
If I'm
you
an
know
asshole,
it.
this will get me noticed. So he was an asshole. He became the internet asshole of the Magic community. And it got him infamy. Not just, popularity, but infamy. And he got this base that liked the based takes that he was saying and would support him. Every time that he got into hot water, he would rally the troops to go to my Patreon and give me more money. And apparently it was working, right? It allowed him to transition from being just a Magic the Gathering guy to going into culture war stuff, notably pop culture. Although I'm sure there is some political stuff in there. Like Joon said, it seems like he always kind of leaned more towards the pop culture aspect rather than a pure political commentary channel. So, I guess the question is, where did he go from there? Because this is the era, the dawn of the quartering. Where does this channel go? Does he get into tons of hot water and stuff? Does he keep pushing that narrative? Does he ever change his methods? Because I'll be honest, when I started as a creator, I was very controversial. The stuff that I said and did was purposefully controversial. The commentary, that was racial commentary, sexual commentary, things that would get people talking about me and what I just said in my latest video game playthrough. But over the years, I calmed the hell down. I changed for the better. I said, I don't want to do that crap anymore. I just want to have a chill vibes with my audience. Enough of that. I'm growing up. I'm maturing. I don't want to be that guy anymore. Okay? So what is going on with this guy that so many people right now are upset with him? And I think that's what we're going to start to get to the root of when we continue, if we do. Let me ask everyone here right now.
Well, you got $187, so it's definitely continuing. It's going to be on Sunday.
Would you like to see me continue this React next week? Would you like to see me do another stream of it to continue on next week on a late night stream? Did you enjoy what you just saw? Do you want to see this? Or is this it? It's a one-off and we've had enough? We're done. What do you think? Do it tomorrow. We're not doing it tomorrow. If we do it again, it'll probably...
Cook was a cokehead? What are you doing? We're going to have Waffle House?
Be like Sunday or Monday
Shout
night.
out Waffle House.
Schedule. We'll figure it
Love
out.
Waffle House.
We're definitely not doing it tomorrow. Okay? Katarina says yes. Guitar player says yes. Shadow King, yes. Vincent, yes. Data Checker says I don't want to wait a week. I'm not going to...
I think he would be colorblind. I'd love for him to take a test, though. Would he do it, though? Or would he... Cat, look at this. Is this supposed to be blue? Honey, that's actually green. Fuck, I'm colorblind. Well, tell me all the colors so I can write it down so I know what the colors are.
No, wait a week. I can't do it tomorrow. I'm off Saturday. We'll do Sunday night. We'll do it every few days. That way, it's not dominating all of my content. You know what I'm saying? It gives me time to cool down between and do it. You know what I mean? I space it out a bit. That's what I'm thinking anyway. You guys let me know, but that's what I'm thinking. Okay? It went well tonight. Listen, I'm pleased we got good attendance. We had about 200 viewers on my React channel, which is a lot for my React channel. I have no idea how many people we had on the Kick side because I wasn't really paying attention.
Just looking at that.
Like 70. So it wasn't great attendance, but there was some good support tonight. Although, admittedly, a lot of it came from a few people. Like, there was one person who did a bunch of super chats, gangbang style, did 10 subs. It did good. So I'd be willing to do another stream of it next week. Probably like Sunday night-ish, if you guys want.
Sunday
okay?
night.
Fair enough. All right. So...
Yeah, hurricanes will do that to businesses, unfortunately, especially if they're on an island.
There you have it. All right. So, cool. Thank you for watching. The way this is going to work, I'm going to leave this in its entirety, unedited, on the channel. And I'm probably going to have an edited version as well. All right. So if you missed any portion of tonight's stream, you don't want to watch 2.5 hours, I'm going to have it edited down. Probably the key points, funny moments, things like that, parallels. That'll be coming out as well, probably within the next 24 hours on the channel. That'll also give people time to digest and watch that video before the next stream happens. Okay. Good stuff. All right. All right.
All
Well,
right,
thank you
all
guys
right,
for
all
watching.
right.
FYI, tomorrow I'm back to the normal stuff. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to do a podcast over on my DSP Gaming channel. We're going to do reacting to a whole bunch of stuff, like the new Star Fox game that got announced, Stranger Than Heaven, and more. After that, we're going to play more of Saros. And then tomorrow night, it's the return of old school fighting games, Friday Night Fights, on DSP Gaming, where we're playing all throwback Street Fighter stuff. Okay? So if you want more of what we just did, come back here, same time, same place, this Sunday night. So that would be what? The 10th, May 10th. So May 10th, 7 p.m. Pacific time. We'll continue on. Now that we've reached the real quartering arc, we'll get into it. That was actually the perfect time to end night 1. Like, that was actually, like, dead
Because you knew what was about to happen. You knew what he was about to swallow.
on exactly where to end it. So,
See
I'm
you later,
pleased with
Larry.
how that went. I hope that you
Play
guys did
guitar?
too.
Oh,
But again,
nice.
let's keep that going. Let's, when we do this next week, come back. Please keep engaging and supporting to let me know that this is worthwhile. It's something you want. My gameplay streams do well. I don't need to do this content. I just felt like this was something special to do, and I could, you know, really add something to it.
I could really
so
make
let me know,
money.
okay? Can we direct YouTube to RTU stream? He needs the help. Oh, I know that guy needs help. I think he's beyond help, though. I don't think any amount of, like, white coats with the arms he strapped to the side are going to help him. I think he's a lost cause.
They're coming to take me away. Haha, they're coming to take me away. Oh, hee hee, haha, they're funny
All
farm.
right. So, guys, thank you so much. I had a great time. I hope you did, too. We're going to adjourn for the night. Let's see here. On the kick side of things, is anyone streaming? And I can send you guys over as a host. Mad TV. And he's just sitting around doing really nothing. So if you just want to chill with another streamer, I'm going to send you guys over as a host. But I'll be back to my normal stuff on DSP Gaming tomorrow. Come back Sunday night if you want more of what you just saw, okay? All right, guys, thank you. Okay, I just sent the kick viewers over
Yeah,
to
it's based on
Mad
how many
TV.
people
For those of
from
you who are on
Florida.
YouTube, thank you. It's
That's a
cool
very
to brush,
great money time,
brush the
guys.
dust off. You know, I haven't done this kind of content in a while. It's fun to do something different. It'll be good to have the variety over the course of the next week as we do more reacting to this documentary. So I hope you'll come back for the future streams. And again, if they do as well as tonight, I absolutely will keep going. So let's
If
keep
you
that
keep
going
giving me
next week,
money.
okay? Thank you so much, everyone. So I'm out. And I'll see you all in the morning on the DSP Gaming channel for the podcast and Saros, and tomorrow night for Friday Night Fights. And if you're just into this stuff, I'll see you back here Sunday night for a fun react, continuing that on, all right? All right, guys, thank you. Have a good night. Peace out. See you later. Bye-bye.
Hit the goal, so he was out. Amazing what happens when he hits the goal, isn't it? As opposed to Saros, where he doesn't hit the goal, suddenly you get 18 minutes of overtime. $100 on Sunday, gone forever. Guys, yes, I stopped in the middle of the Reackackack, but you clearly didn't want me to do it anymore. But DSP, we're really liking it. Well, if you're really liking it, then where's all the money? Now, mind you, I've done this, and I've gotten a bunch of thumbs up, shout out, lots of chats, shout out, lots of ones. Let's get some more ones in there, why not? And I had a really good time. I mean, come on, we got 25 likes. We got 25 likes on a very random stream. We all hope for that, Banana. We all hope that soon you'll finally get some consequences his way. Unfortunately, it never seems to fucking happen. He always seems to somehow get his way out of it, which is insane. 135 today, but he faked 50 of it. Ooh, ouch. Gotta say, faking that's not a good way to make the money. Man. But guys, I like Saros. Give me money for it. Just because someone likes a video game doesn't mean they gotta give you money for it. I've watched several people play video games. Doesn't mean I gotta give them money. I mean, sometimes I do. With like a membership or something, but you don't have to. You guys know I exist. Give me money. What? You know I exist, so you gotta give me money. Alright, oh, we're actually up to 28 likes now, guys. Just 2 more. Can we get 2 more to defeat the British, and the Russians, and the terrorists? Yeah, if he ever actually faces real consequences, it's gonna be... This is Duty's fault. I had to do this because of Duty. What are you talking about, DSP? The IRS, they finally caught up to me, and they're gonna send me to prison unless I can cough up $167,000. Well, I don't got that kind of money. I know you assholes don't. So the only option is the rope. And it's all Duty and Tevin's fault. A lot of grass, not the good kind. If only. DSP, you're a piece of shit. How do you watch this and not go, huh? This is literally just me. Reeee. How do you watch all the shit that what happened and not see yourself in it? Like, this is clearly you. 20 hours alone, each moment twice a week. Nice. I actually had to mow my lawn for the first time for the year. Sad face. Like, no, it means that spring is finally here and I gotta start mowing again. Boo! I mean, it's not that big a deal. I have a very, very tiny yard. Doesn't mean I want to mow it, though. Doesn't want to drought because I needed to rent a bush for a hog for it. Ooh! Hey, man, there's nothing wrong with bush. Oh, wait, you meant for your business. Alright, that was a terrible joke. I'll see myself out. Making all about himself. Can't DMC that stream if it's all about him. We'll have to wait and see. When does it surprise me he tries to find a way? Dan grass got fertilizer every winter, so it grew 2 inches a day. Holy shit. Why would you fertilize something and then try to mow it? Fuck that noise. Say it takes all my willpower not to just kill it off with weed killer. I've actually done that before. Like the half away from my neighbor, so I don't fuck up their yard. Like, alright, there's about 60% of the yard, but I'm away from him. Kill it! That way I don't have to fucking mow it. Yes, I hate mowing that much. But after a while, some ground cover took over. So I got a lot less to mow, which is awesome. With that DSP, though, I think it's time for me to get the heck out of here. What to have for dinner tonight? Oh, wait, I got the pork tenderloin. They had a buy one, get one free deal, so I bought 2 pork tenderloins, so I'm going to make one of them tonight. So you know what? That's going to be really fucking good. I'm going to get the heck out of here. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. The Sunday night, when he does more of the documentary. Fuck me, I cannot think of the word. When he does more of the documentary, I should be able to cover that live. But with that, guys, I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and have one hell of a day. And make sure you show up for the next stream. If you don't, I'll cry. And there'll be no stream tomorrow because I got movie. Fuck me, I must be tired. I mean, I had to work 6 to 2 today, and I've not been sleeping well, but... Alright, with that, I'm gonna let you go, guys. Deuces. Before I fall asleep. Yep, Animal Farm. The best part of waking up is in your cup. Speaking of media. Come on, low.
Oh, what that aroma can do, brighter day for me and you. The best part of waking up is in your cup.
Easily amused. Oh, no, not yet, not yet. I had to play that. So now we'll be in 18, 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2,